welcome. We're the Smoky Dragons. We are Trevor Dungeon Crawlers, and today is Legend of Arcadia, episode Althea, session 8. We're nearing the end, everybody. Yo ho, yo ho. Mythos is in studio today, and Biggest as well.
Hey! Live studio shanties. Live studio shanties.
Live studio shanties.
How are you
I
feeling?
do have one to pull out of my pocket if I need to.
You are sounding
Dead studio
better,
shanties.
so you are sounding better, so that's good.
Oh yeah, I can sing now.
Hell yeah.
Apparently
Live
what I
from the
have might
basement.
be a sinus infection instead of being a flu, which is going to be
Oh,
fun to figure
dude,
out
they're a
later.
real bitch. Oh, they're
God.
such a
But
bitch. I'm
I
sorry.
can sing now.
They're such a bitch to deal with. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
But I'm really excited for today's session, as I've been excited for every session. But I mean, you know, we've had our ups and downs, our twists and turns, our emotional gut punches, and you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's only the beginning. So strap yourselves in. It only gets worse from here.
What the fuck? No.
There's only 3 more episodes for me to make everybody cry some more.
Who's gonna die?
Who's gonna die? I don't
It's
know.
gonna be me.
It's gonna be me.
I mean, let's be real out of everyone. I mean,
Spoiler
Oh,
alert,
wow.
it's Joffrey.
Oh,
No.
dude,
not Joffrey.
I'll fucking riot.
Look, we already lost Melvin, okay?
I mean, technically, I died first.
You
so-
mean Bobby?
You mean Harvin? What's his name?
His name is actually Harvey.
I could be your friend,
I'm
Melvin.
just fucking with it. I'll
My
be
name's not
Harvey.
Melvin.
I'll be Harvey.
Oh, hi, everyone. I'll be your Harvey.
God damn it.
I can be your friend, Edwin. My name's not Edwin.
Before we get started, let's go with that ASMR pour.
I'm just, dude.
Sounds good in person too,
Oh,
doesn't it, Biggest?
Really, yeah.
It's like real, doesn't it, biggest? As you're in the
Wait,
same
wait,
spot
no.
in
Why
the
are you
same
laughing?
time.
you forgot the follow-up jiggle.
We've literally.
I'm in the other
copied
seat of the
and-
table. Can't you see,
He's
like, the
sitting
water
right
bottle
next
and
to
over
you.
here?
What
Like,
are you
come on.
talking about?
Yeah, see, I
He's-
just put the water bottle down.
He's actually sitting on Rico's lap. You just can't see Rico behind him for some reason.
And
It's the camera angles. They've got it really
Yeah.
well.
It's movie magic, I tell you.
We
Steven
tried to-
I mean,
Spielberg.
look, like,
Eat
mine's
your heart
offset at
out.
an angle. You can see the walls and the names are different.
we
Yeah.
tried to warp me into studio, but and then we ended up going all, fly on it, so.
Yeah.
God.
Unfortunately, the connection to Scooter's home and the studio just is not good.
He
My
showed up.
actual home
He
is
showed up.
shit.
He showed up as a scooter studio monstrosity. Be glad you didn't see it.
See,
With
it
that-
had such an effect, it turned my head blue.
I
Oh,
mean,
shit.
we instead of we learned from that we definitely couldn't do that with Sarge because she's on Bushternet,
Mhm.
so it would be even
Yeah.
worse. She might have lost limbs.
You can only get those kangaroos to hop so fast.
Yeah. It's a travesty.
in the big windmill outside.
See, usually what you do is you remove the Joey and you sit in the kangaroo's pouch and you go. But sometimes
Just
they
took
just
a
don't
couple
want to do
hard
that.
drives in there.
Is that how you guys won the emu war? Did you like hop in
No,
the
they lost
pouch
the
and
emu war.
command them?
No.
No,
one won.
they
we
didn't
straight
win?
lost.
Oh.
No. We
Wait.
had to turn tail.
Well, you should have done that shit with
Many
the pouch. You
times.
know, got in there like a tank commander. Forward,
Should've.
Joey.
Then they had to fight the
The
puppy.
cavalry.
The emus still exist. That means the emus won.
Australia, fun fact, is actually 70% emu. No.
That's my response to the question, do you want to buy a duck? I say no, but do you have any emus?
They're better than cassowaries. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, no, cassowaries can stay away.
The
That's
We had a
Cassowary?
peacock on the roof
Cassowary?
recently, though.
Casso there!
Cassowaras that know capoeira.
That's right.
I
When
say
you
that
see
10
a-
times fast.
When you see a bird come spinning at you like Eddie Gordo, you get the fuck out, son.
Oh, absolutely.
You get out.
Eddie Fat?
What the fuck? Was that directed towards me?
No, Eddie Gordo.
What the fuck did you
Gordo
call
is-
him?
I thought
Gor-
you just called me Eddie Fat, and I was like,
No,
what
Eddie-
the fuck?
I was
I mean,
What
translating.
the fuck,
Fact,
dude?
but
My
still.
gut isn't
Go,
even
throw
that big.
hands. Rico.
Gordo means fat in Spanish.
Yes, you are correct. You are correct. It does.
I mean, I
Does
just
it
said
really mean
gorda.
any fat? I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Gordo means fat. Gordo and
I'm
gorda, both.
I'm one of those-
masculine
I'm-
and
Why
feminine.
do
I'm
you
one
think
of
they
those
call it why do you
I'm
think
one
they
of
call
those
it a
shitlord
gordita?
American kids who
'Cause it's
actually
a
didn't
fat
take Spanish
taco.
in school.
I didn't take Spanish in school.
All right. So let's go ahead and get to the recap of what happened last time. So, when we last left the crew, they had just teleported off of their ship, the Courage, and met with Sebastian in the Church of the Hallowed Chamber, where they took the Book of Shadows to this antechamber that is that resonates with Dia's influence, that can help keep other forces at bay. While Sebastian attempted to try to purify the book, thank you. I was still trying to figure a word. Yes, purify the book. He ended up becoming possessed by Genesis, just slightly, and the rest of the crew had to fight him off. And with what little strength he had left, he blew a hole in his head, and with quick hands was able to heal him. Iris was able to save his life. And so, finding out that the book could not just easily be purified, they decided to store it away in a deep vault that nobody really goes into.
Don't forget to look at that item that I snatched for you, Sigib, the amulet.
Oh yeah, that's
That,
right. Whoa.
Iris did snatch an amulet from those stores.
Oh, where's muted? Sorry. Well, when he finishes the recap.
Snatched the amulet from those stores and was able.
Wait, is that in my inventory?
I don't have it in your inventory yet. No. But after speaking a little bit with Sebastian about the next plan, the rest of the crew leaves over towards Iris's mom's house, and then they were deciding that they should pick up some horses so that they can ride on towards Port Coriol over the overland route. After splitting off from the group, Bane heads to this stable.
To the Benny Hill soundtrack.
My favorite Bane moment yet. Sam.
Goes to Pennyforth Stables, where she sees a familiar-looking tiefling as a stable boy being smacked around by this fat, grotesque human by the name of Arnaldo Pennyforth III.
Thank you for doing the voice.
Uka Wookie Solo.
Ho, 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 ho.
Oh.
Pachuta solo. Ho, ho.
Pachuta!
Ma clunky.
McClunky, Harulira.
It's gonna be an interesting episode.
Oh my god.
we can fix it all in post. Don't worry.
We can fix broken episode in post.
See, it's
We can
blue.
fix the episode in post, but not us.
Sorry.
We all
Oh yeah, my
broke it,
therapist told
sorry.
me that years ago.
I tried, okay.
So after a bit of misdirection and preparations on Bane's part, she was able to give this man a new meaning of living hell. While Bane shined his shoes, she was able to tie his shoes to the chair and then fed him buttered biscuits with a surprise of moldy piece of food, which immediately did not sit well with his stomach, and
Too much herba mystica.
worked as almost like a free-form laxative, as he needed to get up and use the lavatory. he instead tripped and fell and began profusely shitting himself.
He became the laboratory.
He then, Bane then with Vincent, the tiefling that she had met before, procured some horses. While in the meantime, Iris was having a
serious moment.
serious emotional
Procuring
conversation
illegally
with her mother, and they were able to clear up a lot of their previous troubles and issues with their relationship, and Ninjacles, Aregion.
Listen, I just want to say in my defense, I legit forgot she was married, okay? Okay.
Aregion
Swear.
began,
I swear.
He tries to make it past at Iris' mom after we bury a body in her backyard.
Basically, that sounds
Just
about
a
right.
nice way to
That's
clear the
so
tension, hitting on a married woman.
I don't even need to say anything more on that subject because that was the best.
I cleaned up the trash. Can I clean up the trash in your life?
Can I clean up anything for you, ma'am?
I'll clean your pipes, ma'am.
Hey.
I'm a great service worker, let me tell you. 5 stars on Yelp.
He lays pipe and he does plumbing.
5 stars on Yelp.
And he's good with caulk. Loves caulk.
Ma'am, you don't want to know the environments I've gotten into with these ears. No.
Just like that
What do
Armisia
your
job
elf
all over
eyes see?
again.
What do your alpha? Just like the Armisia job all over again.
We need a one-shot of this Armisia job. It's sounding better and better with every minute.
Like our world goes to 11.
Dude, as long as Lionheart can come back, I'm game.
Well, I mean,
He
it's a-
he technically would for anything.
He would
Yeah.
be. He
There
would
you
be
go.
there. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, true.
So, after the group meets up and sees the disgusting sight before them, they quickly ride off and make camp.
I put Vincent. Vincent, he went to the Hollow Chamber.
That's right. That also happened.
I was gonna take him into the crew, but luckily he went there.
So Vincent went to go.
Just because you found me as a
Become-
street orphan doesn't mean you can abduct all of them.
Doesn't mean I can't. No.
Oh my god, he's a necrophiliac.
Well, he
and
is the
kidnapper.
captain now.
I mean, hey, better life than
I
that
am
poor
the
kid
captain now.
begging for, coppers and everything out on the street. Come on.
So the rest of the group then rides on deep into the Coriol forest and makes camp, where they just get a nice, relaxing time, and Bane and Iris have a small moment of just some camaraderie, all great. While before that, Iris had sent a message to her father, Captain Greeneye, explaining the situation that happened, and then while Bane and Iris are having their wonderful talk together, Captain Greeneye shows up, and
The scariest haunting.
and
Jesus Christ.
begins to terrorize Aregion because he found
He's
out
come
that
to kill me.
he was making eyes at his wife. Even though he doesn't see his wife very often, he's still,
I forgot
it's
she
still
was
his
married. I forgot.
You didn't see the
After-
wedding ring when you kissed her hand? Like,
No, I kissed the other hand.
wife. After scaring the piss out of Aregion, Captain Greeneye leaves, and the next day comes and goes as the crew is now overlooking Port Coriol, and night falls, and that is where we return to Legend of Arcadia episode Althea. So now comes the next set of night watches. So who will be taking first watch?
I guess I'll take first.
Okay.
I'll join. Why not? Big
All
hates
right.
it when he has to. He just hates second watch. Being able to know that. Just get a solid block of sleep in.
All right, Sigib and Iris, both go ahead and roll me perception checks, please.
17.
16.
Perfect. You guys are pretty focused about just looking about Port Coriol. The night lights have the night torches have been lit, and you see from where you are, it's kind of like it's like jungle descending down the hill, and then you see the large port city. The port city is so large you can barely even see the ocean around it. Like from one side you can kind of see the ocean, and from the other side you can kind of see the ocean, but it's mostly in your vision the city. It is huge, almost like there's a castle in the way.
You ever been to Port Coriol before, Gunny?
A couple times.
Mm.
The
What
late
do you think
captain
of it?
usually tended to stay away, but can't avoid it when you live here.
When you live here? Did you live here before, Gunny?
No, I just in Althea.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's a lot better than Umbra, that's for sure. Nicer. People are nicer, the connections are nicer, the houses are nicer. The underground's still rotten to shite, but you know, it's all prettier. So that'll be fun. Did you get to hear all the shite that happened with with my dad?
Most of it, I think. It really woke me up.
We were pretty quiet about when me and Bane were there. He was just talking about my mark and stuff, but oh, it was so funny watching Aregion. He almost shit his pants, I swear.
Almost. I'm kidding.
I got to be the one to wake him up.
I mean, what did he expect?
I don't know. I really don't. Like, I didn't know he was going after me, Ma. What did he do? I don't usually see Dad that pissed.
It's just a kiss on there.
I was like, well, I kissed her hand just as a farewell, and then I guess he took the opportunity to get weird about it and make some eyes, and
Does he not know how to decorum? Does he not know decorum?
look,
Listen, I
he's been on he's been on a pirate ship for how many at this point? When did he leave Terra?
I've been on a pirate ship for at least 30 years.
He's been on a pirate ship for 30 years, and
Oh.
Damn, fire.
I mean, we was never a socialite before that anyway, so.
That was no noble, for sure.
Oh, the poor captain. He's gonna have to learn real quick. My dad's been a pirate for as long as I can remember and then longer, but he still knows decorum. Oh, those two are going to have a great old time.
One of the only men I
One of them,
fear.
at least.
What'd you say,
It's like
Danny?
great for one of them at least.
Oh yeah. Me dad's gonna have fun ripping the shit out of him. Oh, dad's gonna have so much
Did your
fun.
dad, aside from threatening our beloved captain, did your dad have any news of Mythos or what had gone on there? Did he?
He did
Or
not
anything
really. He didn't really talk about Mythos too much. He did say that he's going to be heading to Solaris here soon, though. They're waiting for
Solaris?
the ship to get fixed or something. He said he might not be back for a while.
A ship to Solaris?
Yes, something flying.
Oh, that would do it. He's
Yeah, apparently it
fucking
takes a
crazy enough to try it.
while. It's true.
Did he mention anything about that eclipse, or does he know what that was about?
I didn't ask him, to be fair, but he'll be back in 4 days for my wedding, so we could always try asking him then.
It'd probably be better to know sooner rather than later.
Well, I mean,
Just remember that
Hmm?
Sanex fellow mentioned Mythos, but he didn't want to talk about what happened. So I assume whatever plans he was laying or whatever he tried to do was thwarted in spectacular fashion.
I mean,
So he's
I
not
can message
invincible.
him.
He's not unstoppable.
I can message him real quick. We're gonna be going back to sleep here in a minute anyway, so I'll just get the slot back.
That's probably a good idea. The more information we know about this guy and how we can try to stop him, the better.
Absolutely. I'll take the copper wire out, put it around my pinky finger, and I will message my dad. And I will say, I'm not in trouble this time. What do you know about what happened with Sanix and Mythos? Oh, Mythos is a one word, not two. He's a thorn in our side. Needs some info.
You quickly get a response back. Glad to hear you're not in trouble. From what the cleric had to say, Viofar herself came down and smote Sanix where he stood.
Viofar was the one who did the thing to Sanix. His name Solar is hard to say. But that was her doing that to him. So that would explain why he doesn't want to talk about it. I'll send another message. I'm going to sleep in a minute anyway. I just put it around. What's going on in Mythos now? Just trying to get a lay of things before we head into Port Coriel. I look at you, looking for any information.
Well, if I know it. Excuse me.
Like, if you want to add anything.
I mean, anything we can use to try to thwart or stop Sanix, any way we can stop him from possessing people, any way we can contain or diminish his power, any way we can...
Do you have...
Hold on. If he could sever the captain's connection, could we do the same to him?
Any idea how he severs connections to gods? Any nifty tricks to help beat? And then I ran out of words.
From what I know, this new power that Sanix possesses is brand new. I don't know how he does it.
That's great.
And I'm trying to find... And that's where it stops.
He's trying to find... It cut off. He doesn't know. There's no nifty tricks. When he was here, though, he did tell me that... And I can only guess from the context clues he gave me, but he had me show him my mark. And then he said that the reason he was going to Solaris was to get that medallion, and it was in regards to the mark. So I feel like whatever this medallion can do in Solaris has something to do with what he can do to beat Sanix. Or at least has something in mind for fucking with the gods or something, I don't know. That's all I've really got, though. He doesn't really have any particular tricks up his sleeve this time.
He didn't give any more specifics on what this medallion is or what it does?
I've asked him a couple times at this point, and he's being real vague, which is real weird for him. But when I mentioned my mark... Oh, you were asleep for that part. My mark, apparently, Coriolis curses my family, with it. And he's a bit of a bastard, my dad says. So, I don't know if this has something to do with ending marks with gods or something. If it does, I'd prefer Da use it on Sanix than me. Or him. He could be using it for him, and if he doesn't use it on either him or Sanix, I'll be livid. But it feels like that might be the case. I feel like this medallion has something to do with the gods.
Stopping Sanix and his bunch of miscreants is it's going to be important, but even if we can stop him, we can stop Grim, stop the rest. So have to figure out how to deal with Genesis.
I feel like we're on
Which-
a ladder, going up in difficulty. Grim's the first rung, then Omen, then all of this gold business. Don't worry, I'll get your blood, Gunny.
I am just sick and fucking tired of the gods intervening in my life and just taking everything away. This marks twice.
Your parents and Lionheart.
Oh, my father. My mother died of disease. But
Sorry.
knowing what I know now, I've indicated that it was definitely
Sanix?
Genesis,
Jen-
or the Margrave on behalf of Genesis.
I see. Well, the more blows we can do to him, the better. I do think Grim's a good start, but, you know, if we want to get real naughty, we can always invade their library and see what they know.
Omens.
Omens. I bet they've got a ton of information. We'll have to ask Bane in the morning.
Oh, sounds like a good idea. Let's deal with Grim first, and then we can, assuming we survive and still have
We're all
eyeballs
gonna
left to
survive,
read,
Gunny.
we can take a trip to the library.
Absolutely. But we're all gonna survive, Gunny. Don't. No. You're not allowed to say that we won't.
And I guess, Rico, at this point, have I spent enough time with that amulet to know what it does?
Yes. So the amulet is called the Amulet of Divine Protection. And what this amulet does, it is imbued with the power of Arca itself. And it prevents any and all effects from done to the wielder of the amulet by any divine force, be them good or evil. Essentially, it's a "Don't touch me, God."
Stop. Don't touch me there.
This is
my
my
show.
no-no
square.
No, no, square.
Where do I know that from?
Memes.
It's a kid's show.
Is this memes? Okay.
Any indication on what that is, Gunny?
It's protective magic. It seems like it would prevent possession, which is a good thing. If I try to destroy that book again, I'll probably outlend it to Sebastian.
Alright.
Unless you can. Actually, I don't know if it would even interfere with his connection to
What do you mean?
Dia. It seems like it's an incredibly strong block.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It might fuck with Sebastian's connection.
I don't know. I mean, we can just have him. I guess we can just have him put it on when it doesn't matter and just see what it does to him.
If I hadn't just made the connection with Coriolis, I would offer myself up as a guinea pig. But I don't want to piss him off yet. There's something I have to talk to him about. Because if what my dad says is true and he's a bastard, then he and I need to have a fucking talk. But I think, and I'll take the, like, I know you're holding it, but I'll take, like, the little bit of the amulet and I'll, like, push it to your chest a little bit. I'll go, I think that for now, it's best with you. If the gods keep fucking with your life, this is the one guarantee that they don't have sway over you.
Well, they won't be able to sway me, but they can always reach out to others. That's the way they've
It's
been
true.
doing it so far.
True, but for now, it's a good reminder. The gods don't have control over you. You should stay that way. I'm gonna wake up the others, Gunny. I'll stand up, knowing that we just had a tender moment, and I don't want to ruin it. And I'm gonna go wake up whoever's next.
And I'm gonna make an executive decision on this. Aregion and Bane.
Oh God.
Okay. I'll wake up Bane. Obviously, I fucking love Bane.
Save me from Sigib.
Wakes her up. She's like, oh fuck! Oh.
Not my face! Not my face!
Repressed memories
No,
coming
just
back.
disguise kit yourself as me.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! I didn't even think about that with the shroud and that. Does that do that, or does that just conceal you? Can you become anyone, or does that just conceal
No,
your
it's
identity?
like makeup and...
Sigib would have to die in order for her to be able to
I mean
take
just
its
like
face.
just
no,
the regular like
I-
disguise kit, doesn't she?
I have a disguise kit. I can put on like a fake beard and put on
It is
makeup.
low light.
Before I go, I turn around and I go, "You're gonna get your just desserts, by the way." And I disappear around a fucking tent. I'm there for like 5 minutes. I come out.
Go ahead and roll me performance at advantage.
Performance. Okay.
Oh dear.
That is 15.
Is that with advantage?
Oh no, it isn't. Fuck. Well, it's better the first one.
Okay. So 15. It's relatively convincing.
Okay, so I come out and I look at you and I go, "All right, I guess we're going to do this." And I go to wake up Aregion.
Oh, what
Ah.
the fuck? What the? Has he been through enough?
Apparently not.
Apparently not. That's the whole arc, is Aregion suffering.
No, I'm just gonna stay here next to the fire and just kind of listen.
All right, so you go
You
to
just
Aregion's tent.
Do I have any spells? Oh, I do have some similar spells to Sigib.
I mean, if you have prestidigitation, you can.
I do indeed. So I walk in and I go, "Hey, it's time to wake up." And I use prestidigitation to put like a fire like right in his face. Like, "Wake up. Hurry the hell up. Wake up."
Would this fire do anything, or is it
No,
all like
it's
just
literally
visual?
It's literally a sensory effect.
But it is sudden.
Okay?
But it is sudden, so you just see like a fire just
I
happen.
mean,
in
it would
your
be
face.
bright and it would be warm.
Yeah.
I lay back down like a plank.
Wake the fuck up. Wake
He's
up.
back. He's come for me.
You look, and through the sleep in your eyes, you see Sigib.
Why have
And
you
then I
done
just
this?
get up and walk away.
What? What?
And then-
Athelstan, what the fuck?
And then I go wake up Bang. I wait. Hey. This is the only time you get a nice wake up from me. Wake up.
You see Sigib.
Don't ever.
Who are
mention
you?
it.
And what have you done with Sigib?
Oh, okay. If you want something, I'll use prestidigitation again, and I'll put.
Oh,
fire in
no.
your face.
Fire.
You asked for it, and then I'll get up and walk away.
She half screams and rolls out the back of her tent. Yeah.
I'm just getting up thinking of Percy the whole time.
I
Just like, oh
very
god.
quickly rip off the fucking beard and wipe off the makeup and come back around the corner. What's wrong? What the
Come
hell
around the
happened?
tent.
Will I notice like any
Mythos.
trace? Is this you or me that can see her?
Well,
Can we both see her?
both of you can see her now.
And then I left.
Would I
Yeah.
And then
would
I
I
come
have
back.
would I have any hint of like some bullshit going on? Like would I be
Roll
able to
me
detect
inside at disadvantage
it? Okay.
because you were kind of just like getting out of your trance.
Oh, it ain't gonna
Trying
be
to-
enough for that disadvantage though, I'm afraid. Let's see.
People are trying to sleep.
If I can figure it out. That's all Cord says. You're trying to sleep.
Bane is casting wary looks over at Sigib and starts like sidling up to Iris like,
Oh, my poor dear, what happened? Are you okay?
Apologies. What was I rolling for
Sigib
again?
was being scary
insight.
again.
Insight.
Sigib's
that
just
is-
still
It's
just
time
sitting
to
by
use
the fire like
fire.
nothing happened.
Oh,
that
no.
is a 21 altogether.
21 with disadvantage?
What the
Yes.
fuck?
Yeah.
you
What did you roll on the dice?
I rolled a 17.
You roll a
And what else?
D100 or
And
something?
what was your disadvantage roll?
And, is there supposed to be a disadvantage roll?
You
How
roll
does that
two
work?
and
Roll
you take the
twice and
lowest
you take the lower
number.
number.
Oh, you do take the lower. Okay. Okay. Well, it's 15, so that's still 19.
Deception.
Oh, absolutely. Natural 20, bitch!
Oh!
I'm going back to sleep.
Right here. Right here.
Fuck yeah, that's a natural 20.
Oh man, and I got my damn lucky charges back too. I could have
you
used those. Huh?
Got
What do you get?
What did I do?
What are you getting? Bane rolls out here? What the fuck, dude?
Do I hear this commotion? Like Bane
Oh,
just
it's
like
right
panicking
here.
and freaking out.
Yeah.
So we're like what, maybe not even 10 feet away.
Yeah, no,
I
you're
just-
still by the fire.
I just imagine Aregion going, yeah,
I'm gonna look over at the two of you. It's like, looks like you two have seen a ghost. What the hell's going on?
I
Don't say dumb.
I better get to the watch. Just walk off.
Look, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. And I want to turn the fire behind me purple. and just and flare it up.
Fire is now big and purple.
I'm going to pretend that I see nothing wrong with this.
I'm going to be like clinging onto Iris with dear life.
Oh, dear Bane, what's going on? What's wrong?
I'm gonna walk out even faster with Athelstan. Gotta get the fuck out of here, yo.
Bane, what's happening? Hun, are you okay? I know
You
that
made
Vegas
the
is being
fire
meanie. What?
bigger.
What? I look at the fire. It's. What are
Purple.
you talking? It's fine. Hun, it's fine. I promise. It's a
Fire is
normal
not purple.
fire.
What is wrong with you? Have you ever seen me shoot purple fire? Like,
Did someone put mushrooms in my soup?
I don't know. I mean, it was Aregion
mean, ask-
cooking, so
ask-
maybe
Yours too? No, I'm kidding.
Aregion did cook, so maybe it was him. Just, I'm sorry. Maybe you're still a little bit sleepy, and I'll like rub her eyes a little bit, just cutely. Be like, oh, it's okay, dear. It's okay. I'll give her a kiss on the forehead. Y'all are gonna have a fine watch. I'm sure it's just the sleepies, and I'll go into my tent to lay down.
Bane
Meanwhile,
is
the
like-
fire is still big and purple.
Eyeing Sigib off
Yeah.
and
Oh,
kind
I'm
of
just gonna walk
walks
up
around
to
him
her
to the
and-
what
and-
point? Oh, you what?
I'm gonna walk up to her. It's like you seem like you're seem like you're not having a good night. You okay?
I'm gonna go and watch, and we're gonna pretend this didn't happen.
Someone
like,
put
well,
mushrooms in my white powder.
I'm worried about you, and I'm just gonna give her just a hug. And at that point,
Bane is
And
gonna
at
practically
that
take
point-
those.
at that point, the fire is no longer purple.
Can I see that? Can I see that by chance where I am?
Just uncharacteristically hugging.
Can I see that?
Look,
Can I
if-
see that
if-
from where I am?
If
Yeah.
you need anything, just
Okay.
just wake us up.
I just lean in after seeing that uncharacteristic hug from Sigib. What are you playing at?
What's your game?
What are you doing to us?
It's like Athelstan will cock his head over.
Huh? Oh.
Bane's gonna
So-
take her canteen and quickly splash herself with some water and continue on to watch.
And then it freezes.
Better
Look, I thought
not.
about it, but I'm not going to. That would be too obvious.
All right, so Iris and Sigib are now in their tents, and Aregion and Bane, go ahead and give me perception checks, please.
Ooh, I see nothing.
I think I also seen that. Well, no, I'm at a 17. Maybe something.
I got a 10.
Maybe so. I
still
did have a
freaking out.
10 plus the 7. Funny enough.
So yeah, 17's good enough. You don't
Okay.
notice anything.
Do I roll for Athelstan?
Yeah, roll for Athelstan.
Fuck Athelstan. No, I'm kidding. No, I think he's good. So.
And he gets advantage.
Oh, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll be taking the other one. So he's got a 19.
All right. The only thing that you really hear is like the sounds of just people like just all around like debauchery and stuff like that. People just having a good time over in Coriol.
Yeah.
So you just hear like the occasional like ah, yeah, and like just coming from the taverns that are there. And all around it's just mostly city nightlife.
Yeah. No sign of Green Eye's voice where I'd utterly shit myself.
As far as you know, no.
As far as I
As
know.
far as you
Oh
know.
no. Oh no. Hey, Leifson comes up and puts his shoulder, puts his hand around my shoulder.
you.
You thought you'd cuck me, eh, Leifson?
Yo ho, I'm gonna kill you soon.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna
Yo,
take
ho.
your balls. Oh god.
That's intimidating.
One of the only men he's scared of, for sure.
While we're on watch, Bane is kind of taking out stuff from her pack and measuring things up and kind of making small adjustments and stuff like that on like pieces of cloth and leather. And she looks over at Aregion and kind of gives him a quick poke and goes back to what she's doing.
What's that then? What do you got there?
Well, this is actually for Athelstan, but I have a question.
I feel like he perks up to that.
Oh?
Whenever he hears his name, just
Yep.
Good boy. Good boy.
Athelstan armor?
Yes, I'll get to it, boy. I've only ever really lived on a ship and in port. What's it like to live in the woods and in the world?
Well, it was nice enough while it lasted. What do you know about the world outside of the ships? What do you know of the cleansing?
I remember us fleeing. I was on a ship with my family and my clan, and I wasn't told much, but my parents said that things weren't going well for a lot of races, a lot of people, and we were getting bad looks every time we came into certain ports, and so they decided to literally ship off. And we found lands where there were more people like us. Different skin.
I remember my first looks that I got about 100 years ago. When I first arrived here. Was not the most welcoming. But I'd take anything after what I came from, so don't know anything about don't know much about what happened out around. Have you ever heard of Midora by chance?
No.
I feel like Aregion would kind of. Can I have like a drink or something with me? Can I have like a drink, like a bit of a strong drink?
Easy,
Like
Alfie.
I would definitely be chugging the. Which one of us? No. I feel like he would definitely be chugging that
just
at
down
this
in the
point.
room, straight out of the
Yeah,
the
yeah,
canteen.
yeah. Like I feel like going into this conversation, he would already be
Straight from the
Hey.
teat.
taking on
This conversation.
probably more than he usually would. Definitely he's not one to like get that fucked up on watch. So yeah. So you've never heard of the tiefling rebellions, for instance.
I think we left before any of that happened.
Right that you did. That was what my family took part in, and safe to say we weren't as fortunate to leave the area in time. My mother, father, and brother were captured during those rebellions and brought back to me, Dora, and they did not get off lightly. So I was there when they were put to death. So, just a bit for you to know. Apologies for not telling you sooner. I feel close enough to you, but you know, I prefer to leave all of that behind. So, no.
I suppose I knew the cleansing was bad, but I never really had anyone who'd been in it. We left so soon that we didn't really get affected by it other than having to uproot our lives, change our paths. I'm sorry that you went through that.
Thank you. How fortunate you were to not have gone through it.
It makes me worry about the possible grand cleansing that they're talking about. Even bigger than the one that happened before.
Oh, I will commit my life to making sure nothing like that happens again, I assure you. Even if it takes my life, I will see to it that no family has to go through that ever again.
I think that's a worthy cause. I'm right there with you.
And I trust you to be right there with me. You know, give kind of like sloppily, kind of like give her a kiss on the cheek.
Bane blushes and keeps going with her work like...
Sorry for all of that all of a sudden. How's your work coming along?
I think it's going good, and she kind of holds up a piece and then holds it up to Athelstan.
Does he like pose like a model or something?
Get his best blue steel.
Blue Steel puppy version is just.
I feel like watching her doing that kind of takes out his bow and starts to kind of tinker with it a little bit, check the string, make sure everything's in working order. I got this from my brother, you know. Argos. The finest hunters I've ever known.
Was
This
he
was
older?
his. Oh yes. Oh yes. Not a second he didn't waste to bully me. But he was good.
I suppose that's siblings.
He was good. He was good at his core. I wouldn't have wished what fate became him. What about you? Anyone else besides your father? I would know about her father at this point, right? I did know that
She did
you visited him
She did mention
in the
her
port. Okay.
Well, Mum kind of died a while back. She was much older than Dad, and after moving to such new lands, she fell ill and never recovered. But I do have clansmen around. I haven't seen them in so long. I doubt they would even recognize me now. I've, cut my hair shorter, and I obviously dress differently, and I now shoot guns. But I hope they're doing well.
I hope so too.
I tried to contact them in the past, but I realized it would be too dangerous with my affiliations at the time. So maybe in the future I'll get to talk to them, but I still feel like I'm in quite dangerous business.
Such is the life we lead. I'm sorry about your mother. I'll kind of like drunkenly, shakingly like take her hand and kind of hold it.
I'm sorry about your family.
As am I. I wish I could have.
Revenge.
Oh. For Sanix, I would give up everything to catch.
I'm thinking higher. I'm thinking Genesis.
War with the gods, eh?
Why not?
Why not? What have we got left to lose?
Well, I've got my dad left to lose, but
Okay, well, what have you got left to lose?
he's so senile, I'm sure he's already forgotten that I'm gone.
Fair enough. I would not give you up in the fight for anything. So, but me, there could be another captain. What's one more? So,
I don't think we need another captain. You better stay alive.
I'll do my best. But if it comes between me and Genesis, or if anything, taking us both out with the same stroke, why not? For my family, for Lionheart, anything's worth it. He'll hiccup and kind of throw up a little bit after that, and then just kind of relax a little bit. Oh, sorry. Much more than I'm used to. Just like a common.
Is Athelstan eating up the vomit?
Oh shit! I swear he's not next to me.
No, Athelstan, don't!
I didn't even think about that. Athelstan,
He looks at it and he's
Athelstan down there like. If anything,
He's gonna kick
What
down
the
over
fuck?
if anything were to happen to me, I trust you with him.
Eat rest.
You know that, right?
it. With Athelstan?
Of course.
I will do my best to make sure that he gets all of his walks and all of the meat he wants, and no chocolate.
He perks up at the word meat.
See? We both knew it. We both knew you were more likable than me. He has like a little hiccup, starts to throw up again, but contains it.
I like how he's British when he's drunk.
That's his accent. That's what it comes out. Like I said, that facade, it breaks every now and then. That's more of it. As I drink some more.
Gotta get the taste out of your mouth.
No.
Bit of hair of the dog that bit you.
Yep.
I feel like this is gonna be an eventful next few days. I'm gonna look out over the view.
I agree. I just look out so stupidly out there. Agreed. I know we can rely on you. I know you'll do what has to be done. If you need me with you, I'm there. So.
I mean, no offense, but I'm pretty unrivaled in the water.
That's fair. That's fair. I'd probably drown. You're probably
He's a master
right.
of being wet.
Hey. That was me when I saw your mom. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What do you think I took the
I'm
water
so
breathing
sorry.
spell for?
Literally almost fell out of my chair.
Yes, you guys don't know this, but Sigib Moonlights is a professional muff diver.
Dude, I should not have been. I should not have been drinking before this episode. I just shouldn't have. I just shouldn't have. I feel like Sigib. I feel like Sigib and Aregion have a mental fist bump there somehow.
In search of the
Mental
bearded
wave.
clam.
Look, man, they've been best bros for 12 years.
That's right.
Yo.
That's this.
I'm so sorry.
You're not the one who said muff diver.
True. That only added to it. That only added to the legend of these two.
Thank you. I'll be here
two.
until I leave.
I'll be here until you call the
Until
police.
you'll teleport back.
How much do you get per muff?
Because obviously you're sitting right next to me, so I got to hear that twice. Yeah.
But yeah, with that, Aregion kind of gets more incoherent and kind of starts to like hum like a lullaby that his mom used to sing to him, hum to him. Just kind of.
Bane just kind of happily goes back to working on all of her stuff.
Go ahead and give me a Tinker's Tools roll, please.
I feel like I ask this every time.
Dexterity plus
but it's
proficiency.
dexterity plus proficiency, which is 25.
It is
Holy
coming together
shit.
really well. You've already affixed the armor pieces to the leather. It's just now getting the straps coordinated to be able to buckle it onto Athelstan. I would say one more day, or one more night like this, you probably will finish with it, and then Athelstan can wear it.
Hell yeah. I just gotta write that down.
I feel like I will kind of take the time to like cast the spell as well to talk to Athelstan. Be like, how you doing, mate?
Pretty good, Reggie.
Drunk talks with Doggo.
You're a bit different right now.
I'll be honest, Athelstan, I'm a bit fucked up. Just a bit.
I did see you drinking from that bottle a lot more.
Just a bit.
Um,
What do you think of your new armor? Like he just becomes Jack Sparrow when he's drunk.
what did you say?
My peanut, Athelstan.
Just a bit drunk.
I think it looks pretty good, Reggie. I don't know how it'll feel once it's on, but hopefully it feels good, and I don't have to, try to chew it off or anything.
I'm sure it'll be more than comfortable, my friend. I kind of like bring him close. You know she'll look after you if anything happens to me, right?
But nothing's gonna happen to you, Reggie.
Yeah, you know. I give him a little kiss on the cheek. I promise you, my friend, to get revenge for both of our families. I love you.
I love you too, Reggie.
Then he just falls asleep. He just like immediately passes the fuck out.
Oh.
Bane only hears one side of the conversation. He's just kind of like,
Looks over, he just looks fucking
Yep.
dead.
you've
Then
got
Athelstan
it.
needs- Then Athelstan needs the vomit.
But he didn't actually cast a spell, he was just that drunk.
Athelstan just turns to Bane, ruff, ruff, and grabs Aregion by the shirt and just starts dragging him to his
Drag
tent.
it back to the bunk.
Watch his head and his face.
Ow!
Another part.
Yeah.
Dunk, dunk.
I like how you
Marauder.
don't help him. You're just like, okay, yeah, whatever.
And then and Athelstan just kind of like half drags him into the tent, so his legs are sticking out.
Marauder.
Athelstan's just like
Marauder.
goes and just like lays on his legs.
Aww. Feel like he gives him a little.
Bane see that he's like laying over his legs.
Yeah.
She's gonna go over and kind of like skirt around into the tent and then pull his blanket over him and Athelstan and then go back out.
I'll go to kind of reach for Bane's like leg as she's walking off, and just kind of just completely out. It's completely out.
And as the blanket goes over to Athelstan, you see the blanket shift a little bit, like he's like
Oh.
just kind of like snuggles in.
Oh, I love him. I love him.
And with that, your watch is concluded. You can, since you don't really need to rest anymore, Bane, you can stay up with Cord if you wanted to.
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna go over to Cord's tent. Is there any like sticks nearby?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna get one that's like maybe an arm length longer than her arm and kind
Okay.
of like reach into the tent with it and start like tickling his tummy in circles, being like, "Ooh, I am the ghost of the woods."
Is that you, Green Eye? No, I'm kidding.
roll performance.
Oh no. That's a 12.
Cord,
Wrong
roll
s-
insight at disadvantage.
Wrong species. 14, 17.
Okay. So you're not convinced that it's a ghost, but you still don't know who the hell it is.
Like, I'm keeping my hand out of the tent so he can't see it, so all he can see is like a branch tickling him.
Wrong species.
I'm a ghost!
Just like a ghost would
Yeah.
say.
Oh, that's exactly what a ghost would say.
I'm the Queen of Sheba.
And you better watch out, because I'll steal your scratching posts!
No! No, my scratching bones! What?
I'm gonna drop the branch as soon as I think he's like sitting up and like speed as quickly and stealthily as I can back to my sitting place. And be like,
All right, stealth.
oh my god, it's a nat 20!
Yes!
You gotta stop
Yeah.
being so fucking legendary, okay?
28.
All get natural 20s.
Yeah, all
Oh
right.
my god. Dude.
Cord, you
Reggie.
exit your
elephant.
tent, and there's just a stick lying there, and Bane's just at her place where she was sitting by the fire, just working on the armor.
Vicky, what are you doing out of bed?
Oh, hey, Cord, it's time for your watch.
Oh, I got this weird feeling of deja vu. And also deja vu.
Deja vu?
He's been in this place
Today.
before.
Vu today. Yes.
He's woken up with a stick before.
Hit the catnip a little too hard. Oh. All right, time for bed. Time for yes, watch. Yes.
All right, roll perception for me.
Both?
Yeah, both of you, since you're both taking watch.
That's a 14.
22.
All right. All's fine. The sky is starting to grow more orange as the sun is beginning to come up. It's going like it started like most of the sky is a bit more purple as it's cascading into the blues, the greens, the yellows, and you see the brightest bit of like the slightest bit of orange on the horizon as the sun is beginning to come up. But all in all, all's quiet.
Thank God we didn't fuck up the sunrise. Again.
Hey, Cord,
Yes.
you know how you got Lionheart's sword?
Yes, and no, we're not gonna play Five Finger Fillet.
Oh, no. I was just wondering if I could hold it.
You want to hold the crystal scimitar.
It's just so shiny.
Wait, Are you sure you're not tabaxi in any way?
No.
Cousin 3 times removed.
When you're a professional pirate.
Yeah.
Shiny. All right, I suppose there's no harm in letting you touch this really powerful weapon.
I won't stab anyone, I promise.
Or
I usually shoot
decapitate. All right, here, and I hand over the crystal scimitar.
I'm like holding it and being like, oh, it's so shiny. And then I do the like, wah, wah, wah. I'm like,
And then I fall into 4 pieces.
As you hold on to the sword, you feel a sense of familiarity, almost as if you can feel Lionheart's presence as you wield the sword.
As I start to feel that, I kind of stop being so jovial about it, and I'm like, thank you, and pass it back.
Well, if you want, I'll trade you that for the armor.
I'll
I'm
make
kidding.
you some.
I'm kidding. I What the do I need armor for? I'm a cat. With an accent apparently.
It's a pussy boots.
Merchandising.
Merchandising.
In the land of Berg.
Chordicus the t-shirt. Chordicus the coloring book. Chordicus the
Chordicus
breakfast cereal.
Chordicus
Chordicus the
Yes, the
flame
flamethrower.
Chordicus, the
Love this
video
one.
game.
May the cord be with you.
And finally, Chordicus the doll.
May the cord
I've got the black mark.
Oh
The
my
kids love that one.
You're gonna say, I've got
Kids
no
love that
balls.
Is it like one of those color changing things when you submerge it in water? You just-
Yeah.
No, except when you submerge
Holy
it in
shit.
water, the only thing that changes on it is the look on its face because it's really pissed off.
No, he's a doodle bear. You have to put the color on him.
And then in full color, he's just the most jovial.
See this? This is my jovial face.
I'm smiling.
I am happy. This is my happy face.
See? I am dancing.
This is my in color face.
Does... I'm assuming Cord is also trying to figure out this whole severing ties to gods issue.
I feel like you all would be trying to figure that out. I think that's a pretty, major thing that's been happening. It's recent.
Given what the captain did for me with the last of his power, man, do you think there's maybe a part of him left attached to me? Or maybe even his items that we can insight on? And
As he's
maybe
asking
ask-
this, I'm gonna kind of put my hand on the pistol that I have from the captain.
and that maybe somehow this is a long shot, but maybe there's a way to bring this all together to find a way to ask him.
As you put your hand on the pistol that belonged to the captain, you feel that same familiarity that you felt holding his sword. I mean, you haven't used his pistol at all since you received it. It's just kind of, in your spare holster. And as you're gripping the hilt of the gun, you feel as if you can somehow hear Captain Lionheart.
Could I borrow that sword just once more?
Oh, fine. Mm-hmm. Here.
She's gonna grab it by the handle and like take out the pistol, and she's gonna kind of sit down as she would normally get ready for a trance. She's just gonna kind of hold them and try and focus on it and see if she can hear anything, and like see if she can like thinking about Lionheart and seeing if that helps to strengthen any kind of a connection.
You hear softly, as if it was, across the room. If you were, just like across the way, but if you were in like a confined space, it would be on like the opposite side of a room. Bane.
Captain?
There's something I have to tell you.
Go on.
It's very important and you need to listen. And then it cuts off.
Shit. Cord, where's the rest of his possessions?
Well, he gave us... Didn't we all get something of his?
I'm sure.
We need to... Maybe we gotta bring them all together. Maybe this has to be a group effort.
I'm just quickly scrolling to try and find the letter.
I have his pipe.
Is that all
Is
you
it-
got from him, for the record?
No, I got a mandolin, but like
You get a
of-
mandolin,
of
okay.
Well,
his
you got a
specific-
cittern.
or a cittern. But
Okay.
of his
Same difference,
specific
though.
Okay.
possessions, like that I got from him, like that were his.
Like-
I have his pipe. Like
Just
he
He
was- I
owned
was
that
gifted-
shard that I have, but he never.
Just double checking.
I was gifted the cittern, but his own possession was the pipe that I have.
I pick with you the eagle eyes.
And I'm not sure if it's specific or not. Because you got the pistol off his body.
Yeah, and Cord got the sword off of his body as well.
How, like, is it close to when people would be needing to wake up?
We said it was sunrise already.
I would say about this time would be when everybody would be starting to wake up.
Except to
I'm gonna be like-
pissed.
Cord, hold these. And then
Hold
as soon as he grabs them, I'm gonna quickly run into Iris's tent and be
I'm
like,
just cuddling with Sebastian.
Where's the
like,
pipe?
Actually,
where's the pipe?
What the fuck?
Gee,
That's
The pipe.
What is
Do I hear the screaming?
The
It's a nice...
What do you need the pipe for? Are you hanging
Just-
for a smoke
just
immediately?
give-
What the fuck?
Pipe.
Okay.
Do I hear the screaming?
Do we all? Yeah, I was
This
gonna
is
say, do
like
we
you-
all hear this? How
I would
close?
say
How close are the tents?
everybody would be. The tents aren't too far apart.
Yeah.
I would say
Aregion,
everybody
you
would-
got the
would-
sleep of the dead going on right now.
I would say everybody would feasibly wake up from this.
Even me. Okay.
Fucking Christ. Okay, sure. And I'll like
Uh.
get into my bag, and I'll get the pipe out. For a note, I have made an earring out of the gem that was in the pipe
Mm-hmm.
as a note, but I give her the pipe.
Do I
Oh.
see that on her ear? Would I know what it is?
The only time you would have seen it is when the captain was communing with Coriolis.
And you didn't see it specifically. You saw the glow. Yeah.
Yeah, it would just be the glow.
Yeah.
It's similar color.
I'm like holding it, and I go, do you remember anyone else having anything else of the captain's?
Yeah. Everyone else took something. I know. Aregion has this.
I know.
bit.
His hair bit? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna like run out of the tent and run into
gonna
Aragion's
watch your
tent.
Walking her
Oh,
straight across
like
the
so-
campus.
Sebastian just looks at Iris. I wonder what that was about.
You might want to strap your
Look, if
shit
you're-
on. Bane doesn't get like that very often. And I'll put
If
like.
you're
the
gonna
rest of my
spend
clothes
time
on
with
right
this crew, you need to be ready for when it gets weird.
You have to last more than 30 seconds, Sebastian.
Literally, Bane's not like that very often. We should, and I'll start putting on like my jacket and stuff.
I
This is
guess
a nice
do I
proposal.
do I see
imagine
Aregion
Sigib-
like still halfway passed out there? Like
I just imagine Sigib being like right in Sebastian's ear when he tells him, like, you gotta
Just
be
lying
ready.
next to him.
You gotta be ready for when it gets weird. Okay,
I knew we were getting close.
You gotta
Sigib,
be
but
ready for when it
goddamn.
gets weird.
Jeff Goldblum, Jurassic Park
Little-
pose.
This is-
But I'd say Aregion is like still like
Pretty fucked.
I'm gonna walk over there and
Like,
just kind of
still-
just like pat him on the face, like, come on, Captain, get the hell up.
I'm like
Yeah,
holding
yeah.
him by his shirt as well and being like, Aregion, 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 Aregion. I need the hair, the hair
Aregion.
braid.
What the fuck?
I need that. Is it detachable or are you just coming with?
Hey, go.
I mean,
take
it's
it.
detachable
I
depending on
Uh,
how.
I
I
can't
mean-
do it.
I mean-
I
I
can't
mean-
even. I can't even remotely be bothered with it. So I'm just
How
like,
attached is he
take
to his
it,
balls?
take it.
you got it.
Oh,
I grab it. I run
It
back
has
out
not
again.
left. It has not left my
I
desk.
love that.
It's
I
still
love
been
that.
here.
I genuinely love that.
I'm gonna ask Bane what the hell is going on.
Yeah, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Take it,
And just
take
throw
it.
up everywhere.
Sigib, what do you have of the captains?
He gave me that this shard, and I guess I can
Faster,
detach that from
man!
my dagger. But
Like,
did I actually get anything else from him, like off his person? Because I know like I took his desk thing, but that's what we put in the
I remember
I
you
knew-
took
I
something
knew I
specifically off his body.
Or is
but I
there
can't
anything
remember
that
what it
just
was.
throughout the years he would have given me?
I knew I should have written down something with what everyone
Thank you.
took.
You had
Does it
his
mean
spyglass.
something?
Oh right.
Sigil was gifted
had-
the astral shard.
Oh yeah, the
But you
spyglass,
also- but
the
you
spyglass
also-
and compass.
You
Off of
also
his
had
body.
his spyglass and compass.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Oh, hold on. The
technically
spyglass and these
Percy's.
compass are some of the first things he gave to me when I
Please.
signed on. I mean, the only thing I had to my name was some gold in my pocket, my father's brooch, and my mother's crystal when he took me on board. So, there you
Sigib, I love you, but I don't care. Please.
Oh my god!
oh, well, fuck you too then.
Incinerates her? No. What a fucking twist.
And what do you plan on doing with these things?
I don't
There's a-
really have time to explain. Just hand it over.
There's a mission.
I already
apparently.
handed it to you.
Okay, she's like already
It's
off.
in your
She's
hands.
run back to Cord,
Get it together, woman.
and she's like kind of holding it all together, and she's like, "Okay, gimme."
I'm gonna go sit next to her.
T-Rex
Figure out what
arms.
the fuck is
Gimme.
going on?
She's not sitting. She's currently standing up and frantic. So like you could sit by the slowly burning out
Yeah,
campfire.
I'll just sit like 3 feet away, like trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
I hold like all of it kind of wrapped up in my arms, and I'm also touching the medallion that I got from him, and I kind of like immediately just plop down and like try my hardest to get back into that like concentration zone, and I'm like practically looking like I'm holding my breath.
Can I bring out the cittern and just play something like slow and melodic to maybe help her with whatever she's doing?
And do you not? We can't help you if we have no idea what the hell.
And can I
Like,
just
I-
accentuate? Can I just accentuate the cittern, like playing? You said cittern, right?
Yeah.
That's what it's called. With just some like vomit every other beat or something.
I would say
After being shaken.
Am I good? Am I good at
I
this
would
point?
say you're about good. Your
Okay.
elven metabolism would burn through it.
Fair
quickly.
enough. Fair enough.
Well, I've seen her drop into trances before. This
Yeah,
looks like what she's trying to
it's
do.
very similar.
She's
So I
not
want to
doing a very
accentuate
good
that
job
with
of it.
One last hiccup, and I'm
She-
cleared
she
up.
like-
though being a bit more frantic than usual. I mean, more like a lot more frantic than she usually is. She's never been this frantic.
I literally just want to give her advantage.
Yeah.
Are you trying to reach the captain?
Every
go
time
ahead.
someone says something, she's doing that.
Go ahead and roll me religion with advantage.
That's 18.
You hear a voice, a much deeper voice that doesn't sound like the captain. Child of the sea. What is it that you ask of me?
Oh. I was trying to contact someone else. It seems
number.
I must have gotten my
Sorry, wrong
wires
number.
crossed. There was
New
something
spell, who
that
did?
What's a wire?
Communicate with a
something that-
god. Wrong number.
You've reached
the-
where you've meant to reach. What can I do?
Oh. Lionheart told me he had a message. Do you know what that is?
You didn't need massage?
Captain Valhalla has been in my realm for quite some time.
Oh.
He's what?
Maybe you should ask who you're talking to.
He is with
Who
me
are
on
you?
the Great Sea, deep in the astral plane.
I'm so happy.
This personal. I mean, hey,
Keyshawn?
I.
Bane's like sitting there and she kind of
Bane.
I am so honored to be talking to you.
The honor is truly mine, child of the
I-
sea.
Am I seeing this at all?
I think we
No,
can hear
but
I don't
her,
mean-
but not him.
We can
you
hear her,
feel-
but not him. Yeah.
You feel reverberations every time after she says something, and you feel like
Ooh.
reverberations kind of just like emanate out from her.
Do I
she's
feel
made-
any-
She's made some sort of a connection.
Do I
does it
feel- do I-
weird
I-
every
It
time?
feels
You know.
as if like there's like emotion like waves.
Do I
Like
feel
you're-
any
like
more or
you're being
with being an
moved
avid
around.
follower of Keyshawn or
This-
Feel
this
funny.
This feeling isn't something you felt before, but but in the same sense, you feel it when you're on like the deck of a ship, like the ocean pushing the ship forward, and so it's very familiar, but at the same time different.
Like,
So
up
it
to-
doesn't
up
feel
to
any
11?
different-
Yeah.
It doesn't feel any
Gotcha.
different to a champion of Coriolis.
It feels similar as if you were like the time that you did commune with Coriolis,
Oh, okay.
but it's not exactly the same.
I will say, oh, that's God influence there. I don't know who and I don't know why, but that's God influence.
I assume I feel nothing because I'm wearing that pendant, so I will take it off.
Sigib, you don't feel anything, and as soon as you take off the amulet,
And when I
you-
hear her, I'm gonna take it off.
you immediately begin to feel as if you're on the deck of a ship and you're being moved by the ocean.
I feel like as soon as I would hear that, like all that was drunken left in Aregion would fucking leave, and he would just drop to his knees and kind of
Would
Oh,
double.
would throw up. No,
Child of the sea, do you wish to speak to your late departed captain?
If you please, Keyshawn.
Very well. Allow me for but a moment. Ask the rest with you to clasp hands together. Your captain wishes to speak to all of you.
She's gonna kind of
that includes Athelstan, right?
move her hands out and hold them, and she's still got her eyes closed. She's gonna be like, please hold hands, make a
Gonna
circle.
like
I'll
within
grab
not even a second, like reach out, like
I'll grab
totally going with
Sigib's.
it.
Sigib and Bane.
Where are we in accordance like to each other?
So it would be Bane, Iris, Sigib, Cord, Aregion.
Okay.
And then
Sebastian just
Sebastian's just
And
kind of like
and
off to
Athelstan,
the
of course.
side.
Gotcha.
I grab their hands. It is done.
Very well. And you see the campfire in your camp all begin to wash away. And you are now on a great sea aboard an astral ship.
all of us.
Yes. all of you holding hands together are aboard an astral ship made of the purest white light.
Oh, that is hard to look at.
I think the captain upgraded.
And as the blinding light
My eyes!
you start to adjust the light, you see at the helm of this astral ship your captain, Lionheart. Now give me 1 second.
Oh my god! Oh my god! He's coming back!
I get to be the first one to see it, so I'm just gonna.
Play coy.
no.
Play coy.
No spoilers.
Oh no, I'm gonna see it like 3 seconds before you guys.
He's gonna come in with the biggest beard with the
3 seconds is a lifetime to
Biggest
sub.
obviously is going to react at the exact same time as me because he is here in the
Yeah.
studio. So
Yeah.
well, he's got to get up so Rico can sit down so he can sit on his lap again. So
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot. I'm sorry. Oh, there it is. Oh,
Done.
I like it. I like it. Good shit.
Does look good.
Good
Those
shit.
Hey!
Ah, you went muff diving. Yay!
Lionheart.
You see him a bit younger. More like Aregion, you see him a bit more kind of like how he used to look. But even younger than that.
And Sigib would know that too, right?
Yes.
I wouldn't have seen him quite as young as you. But
Well, I mean, only a
12
couple
years.
only years
only
though.
a few years
Yeah,
difference.
only a few years. Yeah.
But even like
yeah,
Aregion,
true.
you can even he looks even younger than when you first met him.
Do we like have to stay like linked with hands or anything like that? Like, is there anything I need to do in this scenario? Like, we just have to like stay stationary or anything, or can I like actually?
As of right now, you know to keep your hands held.
You do. Fuck. I'm gonna like resist the urge to just run to him and hug him.
And he
As we pull him back.
gives the wheel a big turn, and you feel the ship turn, and you lean in the direction that the ship's going. So, we're all here.
You
and
look
we
happy,
brought
Uncle.
questions.
Captain.
We figured it out, Captain.
I feel like Araya can only.
But we
cry
don't
at
know
this
what
point.
we figured out.
He
What's
lets
the message?
he lets go of the helm, and the ship begins to steer itself. And he steps down the steps, and he walks towards you all. Well, I know you're going to do it, so get it over with.
Just immediately
And he
run to him.
opens his arms.
Just immediately
Hug.
sprint to him.
I'll
Yep.
jump on his back like a monkey.
Nice group hug.
Bane is
Oh my
like
God.
hugging him as well.
I feel like even Athelstan gets like a little head nuzzle in there.
He feels a little tear on one side, but it's like hidden because she jumped on his back, so it's like
We'll just
I'm
casually walk up and join the circle.
I'm staying
Jacob's like,
back.
fuck, I guess.
I'm staying back because this is the first time I'm seeing the captain in color.
alright.
Cold, you're gonna get over here too.
Yes, my captain.
And you see, like, no matter how much weight you guys are putting on him, he's still holding you guys up with no problem.
I dig my claws into him. It's like, can't let go.
Starts kneading.
Making
Yeah,
biscuits.
making the biscuits, yeah.
Yes, biscuit time. And not the bad kind.
I'll say loud enough. You look happy, Uncle.
Well, being dead has its perks.
I honestly didn't think you'd be in Kishan's realm, but it seems most fitting.
It's
Right where you belong,
it's
brother.
Borealis.
Right
You
where
never
you
liked
belong.
Coriolis.
Coriolis wasn't going to have me in his realm. He knew I hated him.
We always know you've been one for the sea.
What would happen if... I mean, in this realm, knowing you'd probably try. What would happen if you tried to just give Coriolis the old, Lionheart special?
Well, unfortunately, I cannot travel between the gods' realms freely.
I mean, you could use me as a conduit. I have the bark now.
Yes, I was afraid of that.
Look, we're already in a fight with one god. We don't need to pick another.
I'll
What do you mean you were afraid of that? I was gonna do anything to avenge you.
Better her than me, sir. Let's be real.
all bark and no bite.
To be honest, your father and I didn't want the mark to pass to you. We wanted to finish it before we could even have the possibility of doing it.
What do you mean finish?
We wanted to stop Genesis. That, unfortunately, is our contract.
Oh. So now that's my job too.
Unfortunately, the job has passed to you.
Well,
I think we're all in on it.
I gave you my promise, sir. You know I'll fulfill it.
I did say
And Bane out of reflex is going to be like, by Keyshawn's might, and then realize where she is and be like, if Keyshawn decides to give us his might, we'll do what we
If
can.
he's cool with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I already took up your mantle before you died anyway. So
Keyshawn goes, we'll see.
From what I hear, Keyshawn is looking for a champion. Recently lost his.
Oh.
Who was it?
Yeah.
No one really important in the grand scheme of things, but that's just how champions work. They're usually nobody important until they become important. Unfortunately, Sanix made a sneak attack on him and severed his connection.
how
Do
does
you
he
know
do
how
that?
he did it?
Dirty
He
bastard.
used some sort of artifact on me.
Did it look like a medallion?
No. It was definitely a dagger. And
Do you know where it's from? If there are more?
apparently it's a piece of Genesis.
Piece of Genesis.
I'm sorry, a piece of Genesis.
Probably his claw or something.
Genesis has claws?
He's a god of destruction. He can manifest whatever he wants.
Fair cop.
Well, killing Keyshawn's champion makes the third in the same week. He apparently killed one of Arca's not too long ago.
Does the medallion my dad was looking for does that have anything to do with your plan?
It was to do with your father's plan, not mine.
What does the medallion do?
Apparently it gives the wielder extraordinary power.
Right, everyone keeps saying that, but isn't a power
What
enough
kind
to
of
fight
power?
a god?
It's the power of a dragon.
Alright. I have no context for that.
Dragon power is
Dragon
quite
how?
immeasurable.
I mean,
Are all the dragon in this
I assume it's more than
dagger?
mine.
Considering your lineage, it would be of similar power, if not greater.
Dragon Jedi.
And that would have the power to beat Xanax, or...
It could have the power
Captain.
to contend with Genesis. Yes, Bane.
What message is it that you needed to tell us? Is this what it is about the medallion, or is there something else?
Good question.
Well, there is something else. Now that I am dead, I know far more than when I was alive. You are all going into a trap.
Lovely.
Say what now?
Sir?
Is it grim?
Omen.
Shit.
They've caught wind of your plan and are going to use the confusion while you battle Grim to also take the rest of you out. You are seen as meddlesome and not worth the trouble anymore.
Well, we'll
So
have to break
Omen
that way.
is working with Grim? Or are they just taking this advantageous opportunity?
They are taking this advantageous opportunity.
Ah.
From what I understand, they used to work
they-
with Grim.
Are they tied to
Until-
Genesis, or what's their ulterior motive?
Omen used to be tied to Sanix.
Yeah, they didn't seem very on good terms when you were talking about them on your deathbed.
Yes, Sanix betrayed them as he does. And they didn't take kindly to it, so they stole an artifact that was a piece of Genesis.
Omen has a piece of Genesis?
Currently in the vault, yes.
How can something like that stay
Stolen
separate from Genesis?
from Cordova not more than a week ago.
It would be a
Is
shame
this-
if they didn't have
Who
that
had-
anymore.
Cordova, who was it doing there? Who had it?
Apparently it was underneath the Margrave's manor.
Margraves,
make
that's
sense.
your guy, right?
Margrave Brycott, yes. The one who
That would make
is
sense.
responsible for Sigib's father's death.
That would make
Oh.
sense. When we spoke to Sanix, he even
You mentioned it.
mentioned my father. He was apparently thorn enough in their side and to warrant, I guess, Sanix keeping an eye out on him himself instead of just the Margrave doing it on his own. Explains how he would be able to frame him if he had friends and people like that at his disposal. Like, father going into that trial blind didn't stand a fucking chance.
I'm sorry,
What does
Sigib.
that ring do?
Kind of put a hand on Sigurd's shoulder after that.
What does what do?
The ring. What does it do, Captain?
What was that?
The ring. What does it do, Captain?
You mean the artifact?
Yes.
Well, apparently it is a concentrated form of Genesis's destructive capabilities.
So, what you're saying is it could be very valuable as a bargaining chip
Or a
Cool.
weapon.
or a weapon.
You think it could sever ties as well?
Most definitely. It could unmake a person.
Hey, Bane. You want to evade Omen and steal a feckin' ring?
You had me at larceny.
We steal that ring before we touch
And I
Bane.
imagine having that ring would invite Sanix in. Or not Sanix, and it would invite Genesis in, but luckily, I'll hold out the medallion. I think we have a way around that.
Perfect.
Sigib,
I will put it
beautiful
back in my bandolier.
bastard.
Well, that ring is no joke. It literally can unmake a person to where they never existed.
Seems like it's alright to use it against the broker then. Alright, git.
That sounds like what we need in
The
our corner.
broker, Grim, Sanix, Genesis himself, if
Aside
his
from-
own powers can be used against him.
In theory,
None of the other gods seem like they're willing to lift much of a finger to stop Genesis. I guess
Aside from Coriolis.
Keyshawn letting us speak to you and
Yeah, I was gonna say, well,
Coriolis
to be
apparently
fair,
is a right
In-
bastard.
in
But
talks I've had with Keyshawn, he is not happy with the situation, seeing as how he was the one who helped seal Genesis in the first
I was gonna
place.
say he was the one who was against him before.
oh, did we even know that? Like in character? I know that's something you
Did we know that? Yeah.
No, you guys didn't.
Okay.
Keyshawn sealed him. How?
With his hammer, he's the one who shattered Althea.
Ah,
Battled
Sounds like
with
he's got a hell of a
Genesis
swing.
thousands of years ago.
And if we
And
wanted to
yes,
do it
he does.
again,
If sealing him didn't seem to work the first time, I doubt sealing him would work again. The
We could
only
check.
he
way,
doesn't deserve to be
You
sealed
could-
away. He deserves destruction.
the
No.
only
We
way is to destroy him.
You can't destroy evil,
If-
though. It's going to throw
if we
everything out the
destroy
garbage.
him,
With his own weapon?
Why
all
don't
the
we just
gods are
shatter him?
facets, and they all come from Arca. If we destroyed him with what would happen to that power? Would it just go back to? Would it just go back into Arca and start over, or what? How do we?
That's the thing. That's why.
How do we break this?
That's why Arca doesn't seem to want to lift a finger against him. Who knows what the reason is?
A puzzle broken apart is worth much less than the entire picture. What if we just shatter Genesis into so many fucking pieces there's no way to put him back together again? Sure, he becomes a cursed artifact or something like that, but effectively much less dangerous. And then there's still
Could
evil in the
work.
world, so everything's balanced.
Could always keep pieces too. That way, if anyone had to come looking, they'd go through us first.
Exactly.
I feel like it'd be safer to scatter them on the bottom
That's fair.
of the fucking ocean
I
where
mean-
nobody's going to find them.
Absolutely.
Be the guardians, the keepers.
It's the third
If
way.
we're looking for a god-severing weapon,
If that
Where do we
ring can
find
do
it?
it.
To the corners of the world with them.
a Genesis shattering weapon.
The ring? It can unmake whatever.
Bane's gonna
I mean, how do you
As
kill a
they're
god
all, like,
aside from the power of a god?
Bane is gonna kind of walk a bit away and kind of look out across this spectral sea, and kind of shoot a prayer. Kishan, can you give us any information, any definite, something we can use to stop Genesis? I know this is already so much that you're already doing, but I fear it might not be enough.
Just the ring. Having the ring seems almost too
I've-
easy.
I feel like with everyone conversing like they are, I feel like Aregion's kind of gone back to his usual like by the captain stance, like seeing all this, and I think noticing her.
I'm still
Assuming
on the
I maybe could have seen that. Yeah.
Keyshawn responds, well, according to Arca, we are not allowed to do battle with Genesis or anything of the sort. We're not
Can the
sure.
rest of us hear this since we're in his realm?
You can hear it like vaguely.
Faintly. Okay.
Yeah, faintly. But Bane, you hear it pretty clear. But everybody else, you can kind of hear Keyshawn's voice faintly. It has not been tried before, and we don't know what destroying Genesis would cause. If it would cause a power imbalance, could disrupt the entirety of the planet and even the realm.
You said sealing him away. Well, Captain said sealing him away didn't last and didn't technically work. Is there any other methods that you might think? And if it means anything, you don't even have to do battle with him yourself. I'll do battle with him. You will do battle with him. And then you can't even be in trouble because we're the ones who did it.
I'm already doing it, you hear from in the distance, because I can hear you.
The only way is to eliminate all of his followers. That way, he has no one to worship him, therefore his power depletes to utter insignificance.
Is there a list?
Unfortunately, no, not one I can provide.
This medallion, could I use it to identify them?
Which medallion are you talking about?
The one of thoughts?
Oh, the medallion of thoughts?
Thoughts.
That's.
Thoughts.
That's.
Thoughts. The medallion of thoughts?
What'd you call me?
The medallion of bitches.
Medallion
Them
of
hoes over there.
Child of the sea, Bane, do you swear an oath to protect all those you hold dear and to eliminate the followers of Genesis?
As long as I live.
It is settled then. By my hammer, you shall be granted this power. And far off in the spectral sea, you see a large object start spinning down, and it impacts the sea, and you see a normally large wave, just absolutely gigantic, just start washing towards the ship.
The feck.
You all see
Bane isn't
this
even gonna try
huge
and
wave.
brace. She's just kind of gonna reach her hand out as if she's trying to, like,
Bane?
touch it before it reaches the ship, kind of thing. Like, she just wants to reach her hand out towards it.
Bane, what's going on? Are you okay?
I feel like also just
She's
being
like
a follower
full
and
focused.
I feel like
The
also just
wave
being a follower in
gets closer,
Kishan, just waiting.
and it splashes on the bow of the ship where Bane is standing, and you see her engulfed in this wave.
Bane! And I'll run over.
Okay, I'm gonna run out. Yeah, I'm gonna run over too.
And
I'm just
as
gonna
you
walk up there because I know there's nothing we can do.
as
This is entirely out of our hands.
as you all run over, the water comes up and pushes you all back. And the captain, Lionheart, just kind of like just moves a little, and
Average day at the office for him.
Does his fucking smooth criminal thing again? Dun, 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 dun.
45 degrees stand.
and Bane, as you you reach out, you feel the water rush up your arm, and you feel a little bit of pain as a mark is cut into your arm, and it is waves coming up to a point, and you see the head of a dragon form on your upper arm as the mouth opens up out to waves. And you have now been granted the aberrant dragon mark feat, as you are now a champion of Kishan.
Oh my god!
Okay, keep it cool. Keep it cool.
Lucky bastard.
So
Well, at
go into your features and traits, go to manage feats, add the aberrant dragon mark feat, and pick your spells that you get. You get 2 spells.
They're
You get a cantrip
specifically-
and a first level spell.
They're specifically in the aberrant dragon mark thing. I got confused and looked at just a regular spell list.
Yeah,
Well,
the
I think it
spell
says
choices
off
are
the
in there.
sorcerer list, so it should just take you to the sorcerer list, right?
Yes. And that's where we're going to take our break. We'll be back in just a little bit. Don't go too far away. We'll see you guys in a bit.
Hey!
How to make the new Dragon Ball Mythic in Fortnite 10 times stronger. So we all know the Kamiyamama.
Just take it out. Take it out of Fortnite. They don't deserve it. No, this is the last one. I can't.
Potatoes. You can practically neglect them and they'll still grow.
Is that why I'm so fucking fat?
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Fuck! Have you ever felt like you've had no energy like this guy? Who, me? Yeah, you. You should try Rogue Energy. What's Rogue Energy? Well, Rogue Energy is a new supplement that gives you all the energy you need with all the great flavors and no calories and no sugar. And it's easy to make, too. All you need is a 16-ounce glass of water, a scoop of your favorite flavor of Rogue Energy, and then the final step, shake it. Keep shaking. Ultra shake. Hyper Shake. Shake it all the way! And now you can try it for yourself. Wow! Don't forget to use promo code Smoking Dragons at checkout for 10% off your order. Get your rogue today. Now in a can! Who there? Hello. You smell nice. Welcome to Crazy Joe's Apothecary. We got some of that wonderful Smoking Dragons content here for you. You smell like apples, much like the Smoking Dragons do. Right here. Smoking Dragons content. Let's pop this bad boy open. Oh, yeah, smell that. Yes. You got the Smoking Dragons content here for you. You want to get over to Patreon? You got the Dragon Lair podcast. It's quite good. The dragons all smell nice. Now take it from Crazy Joe. I know a crazy good deal when I hear one. Only $1 a month, and you get to listen to that there podcast. Also, on the YouTube, they got all this, all their D&D content, all right there. So you should go subscribe. Very nice. I've subscribed. Crazy Joe subscribed. He leaves lots of comments, but they get deleted though. One day, Crazy Joe will leave a comment that'll stay. What's that? Joe! You hear that? That's probably nothing. Anyways, make sure, also when you subscribe on Twitch, you use your Prime sub. Because if you already have Amazon Prime, it's free to you anyways. And the Smoking Dragons get the full value. We like value over here. That's a strong potion. I've been Crazy Joe, and I'm gonna go find me that gray-skinned man. He smells like ladders. Smells like something I want to climb. And we're back.
Hey!
So Bane, you feel this immense pain going up your arm as you look at your arm and you see the dragon mark, the head and mouth pointed down as the waves are seemingly projecting out of the dragon's mouth all the way down to like the back of your hand.
Does she have to roll a con save too? I had to when I got
Yes. Go ahead and roll me a con save.
Don't die. Please don't die.
7.
Oh no!
The mark starts bleeding profusely, and this is the worst pain you've ever felt in your life. And you collapse to the ground as blood just trickles down and trickles into flooding down your arm. There's so much blood.
Can we plug it up?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm definitely already rushing over to her. I don't know what I can do, but I'm by her.
Yeah, the wave is now gone.
I rush over to her.
Yeah, I'm by her, but I don't know what I can do. Yeah.
I'm like screaming and
I
kind of
assume we were
half
all there.
rolling.
What can we do?
Fuck. I will take out like a bandage
amputate?
if I have it in the ethereal realm.
I was thinking
you still have
amputate.
access to
I
your
will-
inventory.
I will wrap
I
your
can-
arm.
I could cauterize it.
Oh,
It's gonna hurt
great.
like hell.
That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's a god mark. And I'll wrap it.
You're finding it difficult because I'm still like kind of rolling about, like still screaming a bit.
I will try to help hold you down. Basically,
Yeah,
like,
well, I
by
will-
the
I will-
shoulders, just like pin you to the deck.
I will also help and kind of take my water skin and like pour some of it. I would hope that would help.
Will my fast hands help? Oh no. That's a bonus action in fighting though, so it doesn't help.
I don't want to heal her because that's not gonna help.
Yeah, it's not like she's taking damage right now.
It's just painful.
It's strictly just pain.
It's gonna take her a minute. It's like getting decked real hard in that area. You feel all of the pain, but you don't have any of the damage.
I can't use the eyes of the eagle to like Superman.
Where is
laser.
everyone like pinning me from? Because I'm assuming Iris is by my arm.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, I assumed I was gonna go just like, I don't know, almost like wrestling style, just like straddle and like hold the shoulders down while she's
I
next
was
to
gonna
Put me in an
I
arm.
was gonna say either
Well,
hold
no,
an
I mean
arm or
she
a
needs
leg.
access to the arm, so I was gonna like
Yeah, I was
basically
gonna
just like straddle and
Oh,
pin the
yeah.
shoulders.
Yeah, I was gonna say help with one side where that
Like
that
an-
arm
like an-
is.
Almost like an
Yeah,
arm,
so I'd say
arm
everybody's
breaker.
kind of like surrounding you, like Iris
It's-
on your arm side,
But it's like-
Sigib
yeah.
It's her right.
like in front of you. Yeah, it's her right arm.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
it's
So
then,
I'm just kind of
um,
providing support with
Sigib on the
that.
I'm-
front side, Cord on the left side, and
Yeah.
Aregion, you know, like kind of like from the back, assisting Sigib and holding her down.
if you know what a cross arm breaker position looks like, I'm assuming.
I'm
'Cause her
I'm
arm
bandaging your
extended.
arm this whole time.
Yeah.
I'm like, hush, love, it's fine. You're gonna be okay.
The bandage
It's
is quickly soaking red.
it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be
Is there
alright.
any other like visual effects other than clearly that I now have a seared arm? Well, not seared, but like ripped into arm. Is there any other like?
Does anybody have an advantage in medicine?
No other
I do.
visual effects. I guess when the mark was like freshly put on, you saw like almost like sea foam kind of like spray off of it, and out of and uncontrollably out of Bane's arm. Oh, I see you've changed.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Given
Just
that we're in
double
a
check
different plane,
refreshing page.
could this be a matter of perception?
Okay. Bane, I want you to roll an attack with Shocking Grasp. And it's going to be hitting Iris.
All right.
Sus fam.
What did
Well,
I
my man.
do?
You're wrapping the arm.
Oh,
Oh no.
that's 23.
That definitely hits.
It fucking hits. Yeah.
So roll the 2d8 lightning damage. It uncontrollably, Bane just grabs your wrist and you feel lightning energy surge through you.
Can we share in this damage?
8 lightning damage.
So you take 8 lightning damage as the grasp just kind of like gives you like an electric jolt.
Can,
Let
can we
go.
can we grab her and share in this damage?
So
So it's not as
Too late
Much-
now, I
not
guess.
not how that works.
I figured I'd ask.
It's a good question though.
Hold on, can I counterspell this?
I mean, it's a cantrip, but it would be something.
Cantrips are technically considered level 1 when it comes to.
But it would be something you'd have to see coming. It would kind of happen really fast. So at this point, I'm going to say no.
You're good, but not
You
that
didn't-
good.
You didn't
Sigyn.
expect her to cast magic.
Considering I'm a gunslinger.
So kind of what Scooter said before. There's nothing like we can tell with like medicine or perception or anything like that.
Next one, I got you, Iris.
Thank you.
He can't like freeze her blood.
Go ahead and roll me another con save, Bane. This time at advantage.
That's a 16.
The pain is starting to subside.
As I kind of seem to start to calm down, I'm still kind
Take
of
my
like
hands off her
looking
shoulders so
about.
she can sit up.
Yeah, kind of let up, kind of help her up.
Oh wait, I don't get extra damage because of the coins in my hair, do I?
No.
Oh, thank God.
That's how the spell
Technically, it
works.
doesn't
I mean,
count as metal armor.
Yeah, and they don't conduct electricity.
Well, they're fake coins, so I'm not sure what the fake coins are made out of.
Hmm. You should take it for gold.
She's kind of gonna look around and seem like a bit confused and kind of look over at Iris and are you
I'm
okay?
I'm fine. Are you okay?
You know, you took this like a champ. This,
It's alright.
this,
It
and she's not
sucks.
even gonna be able to finish it and just passes out.
Yep.
She's
Like
the only
close
one who
enough to
could
try
have
to
taken
like
it.
grab her to keep her from hitting the
Yeah,
floor.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
from her head hitting the floor. Okay.
She's the only one who could have taken that damage.
Based on position, Aregion would be more in line.
So she.
Yeah, like,
But she's the only one that could have taken that damage because she's a champion. Am I right?
Yeah.
No, I think it's just because she was the one currently bandaging the arm that this
Oh,
uncontrolled
yeah.
Yeah,
magic
she was
flew out of.
bandaging the arm.
I was getting in the way.
it was like a
I've already told
defense.
Keyshawn, and I
It was like
looked
a
back to see.
defense of some kind. Yeah.
Okay, well, you think your way, I'll take mine. I like that better.
I wonder.
And hey, it's just a theory.
I'm just there, kind of cradling her head, looking at everyone else.
While we're in this god realm, I'd like to try to commune with Quiralis.
Okay.
I'll expend all my luck again.
All right. So communing with Coriolis.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll me a religion.
Oh, religion this time. Okay. I spent all of my luck to do so.
Religion.
19 first roll. I'm feeling great already. Religion.
Nice.
+1, that would make that a dirty 20.
Okay.
8, 9, and 12.
Okay. So dirty 20 then. As you off to the side, just kind of grab the crystal. You hear a faint, "Yes, my young champion, what is it?"
I have a question for you.
What is it?
Have you any idea what we could use aside from the bit of Genesis that Omen has to perhaps shatter Genesis? We can't kill him. Sealing's not gonna work. Shattering might work.
Unfortunately, I do not have any answers for you.
All right. I'd have a second question for you, if that's all right. Have you ever had a willing champion?
Once, long ago.
So I hear it's a bit rare for you to have a willing one then.
Aye.
Well, I will make a note then, my Lord Coriolis, that I came to you willingly, and I've worshipped you willingly my whole life. I would like to have a symbiotic relationship, so I have a bargain. I will continue to unwaveringly serve you willingly for the rest of my life. In return, I'd like you to actually answer me when I have questions. The last time I asked for help, you didn't come. That's all.
My power, unfortunately, is limited. But I will try to keep your request in mind.
I suppose that's all I can ask. Do not worry. I'm here. Is there anything I can do to alleviate my new champion friend's pain?
Unfortunately, as part of the process.
Am I allowed to partner with Keyshawn?
I have no quarrel with him.
Good. As long as that doesn't stop. I appreciate your time, my lord. I have things to attend to. I'm sure you do as well.
I wish you luck.
I appreciate that. Do I get my luck back because he said that?
Yes.
Yes!
I need to start fishing for sorcery points or something.
I'm sorry, Bane. I'll turn back to her. I'm sorry, I asked Coriolis if there was any way I could help with your pain, but he told me I couldn't.
It struck a chord with me.
I was say, is she still passed out?
Yeah.
I'm mostly
out.
like saying it to her. I know that she
Oh,
probably can't
okay.
respond,
Oh.
but
I was gonna say she can't fucking hear you. Okay,
I'll-
making sure.
well,
maybe she
I
can.
look over at Sigib specifically, and I look you in the face, and I go, I asked Lord Coriolis if there's anything aside from that piece that might be able to help shatter Genesis, and he said he didn't know. He said no.
Well, if we want to recover that piece, it's like we're gonna have to take it from Omen.
Suppose so?
The captain said they wanted to use.
I'll look over at Lionheart.
They
'Cause
wanted
we're
to
still in this
use.
astral realm.
They
Yeah.
wanted to use our fight with Grim as a chance to take us down. They need to think we're walking into the trap.
Right.
Captain, what exactly do you know about their plan? Or how can we convince them that we're walking right into it? And unbeknownst to them, we're making a different move.
Unfortunately, I'm not able to see everything, but I just know there is a trap involved.
Do either of you ladies feel like asking another favor?
I mean, I could try talking to Coriolis again. I kind of swung my dick at him a little bit, so I'm not sure if it's wise to do it immediately after that, but
Well, I mean, the worst thing they can say is no. Is it?
I'll
What it-
ask. Yes.
I hope.
I'm
Yeah,
not sure
hopefully.
how successful will be.
What if we're going about this the wrong way?
Perhaps. I mean,
Meaning?
the library might have more answers than the gods do right now.
I mean, if we're getting into
No,
Omen's
no,
library,
no,
we're in their
no.
base, that would put us within striking distance of the ring.
But no one knows there is now a second champion amongst our crew.
That's true. They don't even
Not
know there's
yet.
a first, technically.
Well, I feel like time is of the
Is-
essence when we deal with them, because
Is there
given enough time, they'll learn.
is there any way to combine, or for the two champions to share their power to combine it?
Don't think it works that way.
I asked Lord Coriolis if it was fine if I worked with a
You said-
champion
no,
of
you
another
said-
god.
Worked with a champion.
Right. He
But
said he had
no.
no quarrel with Kishon.
I mean,
Literally,
the power comes from the gods themselves. How could you blend the two?
I don't know, Cord. You seem like you're on something.
it we can't shatter them. We can't.
We can't shatter them.
You say, oh God.
It's fine, Cord. Get your
Oh.
thoughts. You can't shatter a god, eh?
But
I mean, did
What
Coriolis
if-
contradict that?
what if
Does he
what
think
if
it'll work?
what if you can neutralize it?
I mean, that'd be the point of shattering it, wouldn't it? Unless you have another
Mm.
idea. Break them into pieces so they can't manifest at any
Exactly.
reasonable amount of strength.
Exactly.
But if there's a way we can take away the power and then make them shatterable, I guess.
So, like, bottle.
But weaken them
Genesis'
so we
power.
can weaken them enough so we can.
So
come
when
out.
when we shatter them, there's no chance of them.
How would we go about weakening Genesis?
That's why I'm trying to see if there's a way of the two champions to.
Do either of you know anything? Want to commune and see if
I'm-
there's a way that we
I'm-
can weaken?
I'm still
I'm
passed out, by the way, Sigib.
Yeah.
I'm spitballing here
I
because I think we may all just be dying.
well, I mean, you do have a bit of a point. I can see, like,
Yeah, I mean,
Wolverine-
trying to go toe to toe with Genesis at full strength is
fair.
probably fucking suicide.
Right. Bottling his power and then shattering him. That could be interesting, but that leaves the possibility of someone finding the power that we bottle. Where are we supposed to put the power?
Unless somebody takes the power with them.
Are you suggesting one of us die and take Genesis power with us?
Yes, and I'm suggesting it'd be me.
Cord, you're gonna need to shut the fuck up right now. No. Right this minute, no. We can shatter Genesis and he can keep his goddamn power. And it can just be in tiny little bits, and some feck can grab it if he freaking wants to. But we're not losing you. Never. Do you hear me? And if I'm wrong, someone else can chime in. Like, am I the only one saying not for the fucking Cord to be a martyr?
It is a pretty fucking crazy idea. If he were to try to drag some of it to hell with him, we don't even know if he could keep it there, if Dia could keep it there, or...
There's no for sure that's a solution either. Yeah.
There's no certainty that... I mean, we already know that he can reach into hell and bring people back. Is there no way that he could reach out?
Snatch that piece from him. Yeah, true.
The only way I can see that working is if Dia got on the same page. And if Cord died, which are not going to, but if he did, Dia'd have to be on the same page to make sure she caught that power as he died, so that she could keep it. You feel me?
We need to hear what Bane's learned. And I'm just gonna look like, is she still like thoroughly out of it?
She's thoroughly out.
What are
Just kind of stroking her hair.
I think we're gonna have to wait.
Lionheart walks up to all of you. Well,
What do we do?
it's good to see that you all are getting on well.
Hug him. We miss you, Uncle. It's only been days and we miss you dearly.
Just look up at him, kind of.
Our time is up.
We don't want to go.
Already, sir? Already?
Aye. Seems like it should have been longer.
It's okay. Travel safe.
Aregion, you've been, so far, pretty good choice for captain.
Trying, sir. I'm trying.
So far.
Don't try, just do.
Nike.
Of course.
He is laser focused on that booty.
And he takes one long hit of his pipe. And in the smoke, as it clears,
That was so smooth.
I gotta reach out for him. He's gone.
you are now back at your camp.
Enrico, did you get that DM that I
shit.
sent?
I'm a...
The DM that I sent.
Yes. And it is something that you've been feeling since being in the god's realm, but now you feel it even stronger now that you're back.
I go to wrap up Bane's arm in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you look at her arm, though, it has stopped bleeding.
Oh, okay.
And it is thoroughly just scarred into the flesh now.
All right, she's not bleeding here, so she should be fine. She'll just need some rest.
And Sigib, you feel your mother's focus just emanating energy.
Again.
Again, what?
What is it?
My focus?
Your focus?
It's acting like it did during that eclipse, but it feels
Can I?
a bit stronger.
Can I? And I just want to touch it. Can I?
Oh,
I guess he'll undo the shirt to just kind of take out the focus, and you can see that it's just a small purple crystal, basically, on a...
I'll touch
Oh,
it. I don't want to take it from you. I just want to touch it, so I'll touch it.
Ugh. Many
What
relationships started the same way.
You feel a soft presence, almost matronly.
Almost mummy.
Okay.
Mummy?
When I
Sorry.
give the backstory on this, that's gonna get even weird.
Wait, when did we become? When did we become Trek
no.
3?
Feels like
Mummy?
feels like a mother's love. Not a god, right? Like this doesn't feel like god power.
It does, actually.
Oh, it feels like godly mom power.
Your mom's God. Your mom's God.
Mummy.
You said this was for Viofa. No, your ma worshipped Viofa.
He did. She was an acolyte, member of the priesthood, before abandoning it to marry my father.
Well,
I suppose she kept this with her.
well.
It was the focus she used for her magic. It's what she used to teach me when I was young, and when she died, it became mine. But I'm about...
Sigib, you're not currently
About-
wearing the amulet, are you?
He took it off.
No, it is in my bandolier.
Okay. As you're explaining this, everybody, you see Biggis's body arch back, and he hits the ground. And I'd like everybody to remove their headsets. Mythos, please leave the room.
Oh, holy shit. Okay. Well,
Oh,
I'll see you guys
shit.
later.
All right.
Fucking brute shit. Enjoy your vision.
You feel almost weightless as vision sort of returns to you, and you see an endless sea of stars. And as you look around, you're on a gray surface. As your feet touch the ground, a bit of the dust gets kicked up, but it floats up very slowly in front of your eyes. And as you turn to look around, you see the visage of a woman. Long raven hair that almost kind of sparkles as it goes down, with a bit of like a purplish hue and a bit of blue. And she turns to you.
Do I know you?
Not directly. Hello, Sigib. Or should I
Hello?
say, Áedgen.
Not many people use that name anymore. Where am I?
You are in my realm. You are on the lunar
The
plane.
realization sinks in. Cannot catch a break.
Unfortunately, no. I'm sorry for everything that has happened within your life. It's not
Well, I
an
mean-
easy one, has it?
Harder than some, easier than others.
If you still don't know who I am, most people refer to me as Viofa. Some affectionately call me Mother Moon. Your mother was a
Assume-
devout follower.
I Assume I'm here for a reason.
Yes. One of the few times that I am out from the sight of my father.
Seems relatively overbearing.
You could say that. I just want you to know that if you ever need anything, you can call upon me. Whether I'm able to help or not, that is a different story, but if I can, I will.
It's just... Crystal?
Yes. That would be the best way. And I feel that
This
you should
seems like
also...
you're-
You should also know something of your mother. The disease that she unfortunately passed from is hereditary. So, it is possible that you will inherit the same disease.
Possible. What do you mean possible?
It could pass, or it could not. I'm seeing signs that indicate that you may already be showing symptoms. I am sorry to be the bearer of this bad news. But it is a family curse, almost.
Curse.
From one of my brothers, Tanavros.
Another one down the list that seems to enjoy fucking with me.
Not you personally, just the descendants of, or the ancestors of your mothers. I can try and speak with him if I can reverse it. I will, but that might be something that only you can do.
Well, if you find anything out, let me know.
I will try to send you a message
Took my
as best I
mother.
can.
Relatively young. Is there a timeline? Is that what causes it? What triggers it? What? I've got unfinished business.
What triggers it is the more you use your magic.
Fun.
And you've used quite a lot over the years. So, unfortunately, he cursed the brass dragon line, and it is very, very unfortunate. I wish I had better news, really, I do.
Well, speak to him if you can. I've got work to do. I suppose winning and living aren't necessarily the same thing. And what happens on your end? Are you like the others? Do you strike some kind of bargain, make some kind of demand? In my experience, dealing with any of you is a pretty big pain in the ass.
My brothers and sisters, and even my mother and father, give us all a pretty bad image, unfortunately. All I want is for the world to be peaceful. It is a world I love dearly. try
happened
to
to...
show my love to the world as often as I can. You've seen how the skies look in Althea under a full moon or after a storm.
Speaking of the moon, what was that eclipse? What happened in Mythos?
Well, one of my devout followers called me down to take care of a problem. Sanix being the problem in question. I ousted him from Mythos so that they could handle business there without any problems whatsoever, and they were successful in resealing Genesis for a time.
For a time? What does...
Genesis
What does that mean?
Is growing too powerful to be contained by any seals. It took away the power of one of my most devout followers. It severed our connection. He used as much of his power as he could. Almost took his own life. And now I can no longer speak to him. And you see,
Gianna,
like, a tear roll down her face.
Genesis is weakened, at least for now. Does that give us an opportunity to strike, to take out his followers here? If you want peace, it's the same thing I want. Tired of him meddling in the affairs of myself, of my friends, my crew, the new family I have. It seems like every single one of them has lost something because of Genesis' grand designs. I wanted to stop. Do you have any way forward?
Eliminating his followers is most likely the best course of action. Just follow your heart. I know that doesn't seem necessarily helpful, but I believe that you will find the right course of action. I know you must have so many other questions, but unfortunately, I can sense my father's presence, and I'll have to put you back now.
Well, see if you can do anything about this curse. I need time.
I'll see what I can do.
Finish my work.
Good luck to you. And may you walk in the light of the moon. And in that moment, you phase back into your body.
Do I just, like, come to, like, on the ground?
Yeah, you come to on the ground. You're all like surrounding him as he's on the ground, and then he, like, it must only seem like a minute passed, and he is awake.
I'm smacking his face. Wake, fucking.
Why did any of you fuckers catch
Well,
him?
I'm still cradling Bane, so I can't really do anything. But I shout over at him.
Get some ice.
Wake the feck up.
Awake.
Oh, there we go. Good. See, I
My
knew
head
it would
hurts
work.
like
It
hell,
just took a
but-
bit. You okay?
Damn it, gun.
I
Why
mean,
you gotta scare us like that?
given recent events, I don't think anything is okay, but breathing.
All right.
Did it
What
fix your
happened?
back issue? That looked pretty painful.
Yeah, especially since I just, hit the fucking ground without anything to stop me. Thanks, guys.
Look, I freaking tried. Okay.
I'm just over there cradling Bane's head.
Let's see how you react when suddenly one of your crewmates is suddenly
Yeah.
pulled back into a crab walk.
Yeah, you fucking arched. Like, I'm surprised your back isn't broken.
Oh, it might be. It's
Save
fine,
that
I
for
feel the pain yet.
Sebastian.
Hey! Somewhere Sebastian blushed.
Sebastian.
Oh, he's right there. That's right.
He's
Just not said anything.
He's like, what in the fuck did I miss?
There's a bunch. There's a bunch of shite. I'll tell you later. What
You
the
all,
thing happened?
you all were in a circle just a few moments ago, and then all of a sudden you came back, and then Sigib's back arched back, and he hit the ground, and it was all and Bane's over there with a new thing on her arm, and it's this is a lot. Oh,
Welcome to my life.
You
I'm
were
assuming
telling me.
Bane's blood is still all over, like, Mythos and Aregion. I mean, Iris and Aregion.
yeah.
Yeah.
I will press the
What a
digitation
sight
away
to
since
see.
I can clean objects no large.
I can do it too. Go ahead and do it for Aregion. I can do it for myself.
I
and
guess
pressed it.
I'll clean off Aregion and Bane's
The blood just kind of like just poofs off.
Thank you.
I
Yeah,
can do this for the captain.
You're welcome.
Too.
best buddy.
Best buddy.
I'm just gonna rub the back of my head as I walk away.
I was gonna say, that sounded very pointed.
Oh, come here, and
I
I'll
was
smack
about
his
to
head
say,
and I'll cast
so
healing on him.
facetious.
I don't know
Like,
if I even
shit,
took
I'm
damage.
sorry. I'm sorry I didn't hop up just like, oh, see you, man. Just bam.
I don't know. Did I actually?
Drop her on her face.
Yeah.
It was very
Yeah.
condescending.
Throw her to the side.
Just as you get up, flip her unconscious body.
You
as
know what
it
they say,
flails,
bros
and
before hoes.
fucking just chuck her across the room.
then-
I gotta
my
get
best bro.
my BFF, dude.
It's like the beginning of the
My
what
Brodar,
was it,
dude.
the third Naked Gun movie.
My
where
fucking
the one,
brodar, dude.
My fucking Brodar, dude. Sorry, babe. Yeet.
Ben Brodar.
I assume that whatever happens isn't to worry about, considering we just had a vision with a different god doing something, and the captain. You good?
Oh, we're fine.
They were
A little
doing
groggy, but getting dragged across the astral plane like that is.
Across the
Excuse me?
astral plane.
that. What? Come again?
I think I was on the moon. I'm not entirely sure.
Athelstan
You have a
hearing
moon?
this. Athelstan hearing this, like,
All right.
The crystal
what did-
definitely.
What's a moon?
I don't know if belongs is the right word, but definitely belongs to you.
All right. Anything happen in your fun astral plane dream?
She told me the Genesis was sealed, at least partially or temporarily. That was the eclipse we saw, and that light headed towards Mythos. One of her followers managed to, I guess, stop Sanix from manifesting there and lock Genesis away at the expense of his own power. I don't know if Genesis is in a weakened state right now. She advised that taking out his followers would be our best course of action at the moment. That'll weaken him.
That sounds
Maybe bring him down into striking distance. And she said, if I need to, I can reach back out using the crystal, but we had to cut the conversation short since Arca was starting to catch wind, because you know how he is about intervention.
Alright. All of these gods seem very determined to help us with this.
I mean, half of them seem like they want to help, kind of. The other half just seem like they really enjoy fucking with me.
Well, you still have that tendon, so you could ignore them until you want to hear from them.
Depending on circumstance, I may need to, suppose, take it on or off.
Yeah. At least you have the option. Well, that was an eventful morning. Should we... I think we might want to rest until noon, until Bane wakes up. Give your head a little bit of a rest. then get going.
Sounds like a plan. I mean, we're only a couple hours ride from the city anyway, so.
And where are we now? Like, are we like literally where we were before we went to that other?
Yeah, you're
Plane
back.
or-
You're back at
Literally the
the
same
campsite.
spot?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sebastian was still there, so I assume we didn't move.
Okay, I will like gently pick up Bane and carry her to her tent for now.
I will spend the time resting to fill Sebastian in on what happened.
Okay.
I would like to just kind of check on Bane before going to speak to Sebastian.
Yeah, I'm not leaving
Uh,
Bane's side, so.
So I just want to see, like, my assumption is that just having never used magic before and just hitting a surge like that is just what's caused her to pass out. Like, can I
And
can I
the
discern or
immense
see
pain.
anything? Like, is there any cause for like alarm? Has she like reacted poorly or like negatively to the magic aside from the obvious?
Have chosen
Uh,
poorly.
she seems to be. She
I don't know
seems
if
to
that'd be an
just
Arcana or a medicine check.
Yeah, I'll say Arcana first and then a medicine.
Well, that's a 10 on the Arcana.
The magic seems to be flowing chaotically through her.
In
hasn't- it has not-
waves, you might say.
It doesn't seem like it's fully assimilated to her soul yet. Now for the medicine check.
That one was a 3.
She's fucking dead. I'm kidding.
It's like,
Oh no!
Captain, I'm pretty sure it's syphilis.
I'm gonna say, Captain, I'm pretty sure she's fucking dead.
It's a captain with syphilis.
Wow,
Wait.
Keyshawn's been going around some seedy gods, hasn't he?
Oh my god, Sadie.
Keyshawn's
I have
like,
an idea.
Keyshawn's like, my blessing, my chance of STD,
You have my blessing
See?
and also my syphilis.
and also my curse.
I'll run it. I guess I'll run
CD?
it by
Nah.
Aregion. Like,
He prefers MP3.
Yeah. I
seems
assume
like
I'm-
she's not
setting her.
adapting to the magic well. It might just be because she's never used it before. Do you think that we put the pendant on her, gave her a bit of a break from the magic? I guess from, just the effects of Keyshawn.
She'd have to attune to it, wouldn't she?
Give her a chance to recover. I'm not sure if that would help or if that would just postpone the inevitable.
Could work. Is there anything I can do,
Listen,
like checking
listen.
for medicine as well?
Yeah.
You can also do a medicine check if you'd like.
Although I do
Ooh,
like that
hey,
plan.
Doctor.
Would removing it?
Shitty one. Uh-oh.
Do we know if removing it would improve her
So,
condition
what did
at
you
all?
Taking off my arm?
I rolled like a 10. It's okay.
I-
She's not
I'm-
dead.
no,
It's just
like-
syphilis.
No,
It's like,
I'm confusing
She's just
something.
unconscious.
No, I'm
Kidding.
Wait,
It's a 30% chance.
I've got a
okay?
pulse. I've got a pulse. After we sit there for like half an hour,
maybe 32.
there's a pulse.
She just seems unconscious.
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess if she gets worse, we can try it.
I'm full on board with what you're
Keep
saying.
an eye on her.
'cause you would know with those trinkets before I would. So,
Is Ethel
I mean,
nearby?
if
Yeah,
If it's
he's
right-
Adelson
curled
is,
up next to Bane.
like right, yeah. He's like resting his
No,
head on her
I'll-
leg.
These are-
I'll rub his head and just kind of ruffle his ears. Like, you keep an eye on her too. Let us know if anything's out of whack.
removing,
Best boy. And then I will go
removing,
find Sebastian.
He's talking to me.
Yeah, at this moment, Iris is filling in Sebastian with what's been happening.
So that's when the wave
He's
came
filling
over.
in her.
and, she got the mark.
She's also a champion now.
Right.
Oy. So many
Ooh.
She
champions.
doesn't.
At
sound
this
particularly
rate, you'll all become champions.
She
Oh, I mean,
doesn't
mine
well.
decided not to. Scar me physically, just emotionally.
Emotionally, what do you mean?
It's been a hell of a day.
Well, I'm a good listener.
Excellent.
Would you like to, anything to share?
Well, I had some questions that I figured maybe you'd have some insight on.
Should.
And I guess let me just look around. It's like, is there like, I don't know, just like a hill or like anywhere just slightly secluded away from camp.
Yeah, there's a bit of a clearing, not too far.
Clearing over there.
You want a secret audience with your man, Iris?
I look at Sebastian. I make sure to use protection, I guess.
I don't think it's that kind of meeting, but I'll be careful. I'll return to you shortly, and gives her a kiss on the hand.
Have fun.
That's
Go
so
check on
cute.
Babe.
Right this way. So you walk over to the hill. So, what's on your mind?
What do you know about lifting curses?
Lifting curses. That's generally it's a difficult thing to do. Depending on the curse. Sometimes it's just as easy as saying a few words, some bippities, some boppities, and maybe some booze. The last part is the liquor.
What was that?
I said some bippities, some boppities, and maybe some booze.
Speaking my language.
After the day I've had,
Thank you. I've waited a long time to use that line.
After the day I've had, that seems like a welcome remedy.
Well, I got the booze. And he spins the cap off, and it flips up, and he catches it. Here. Hands you a flask.
I'll take it, and I'll just take a swig.
Ooh.
I'll hand it back.
I feel like somewhere Aregion's ears perk up.
It is a wild berry mead.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
So
Damn.
the taste of the wild berries with the bit of honey, very soothing on the throat.
It tastes like burning.
That means it's working.
Pretty good shit, no?
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff.
Liquor. Well, maybe after you give her some of this, you can.
When you were in my head the other day,
Okay.
about Genesis's influence, did you feel anything else? Weird? Any other presence?
Now that you mention it, there was something else.
What did it feel like?
Like a creeping death almost.
Don't tell the others about this conversation, but it seems like my magic might be slowly killing me. And I have no idea if there's a way to lift the curse.
I see. Sounds like you need an audience with Tanavros.
Funny you should mention that. Seems like he's the one who started the curse. So, I doubt he would be willing to lift it.
Huh. That makes your problem
Pretty
only
fucking
100
unique.
times worse. Well, my lips are sealed. I cannot promise, though, that Iris can't get it out of me. The woman has a way with me. So, if anybody finds out, it might be her. Just
Is there a way
being
you
100%
can?
honest.
Then you put it back in.
Is there a way you can try to discern anything more about the curse? Because right now I'm flying blind. I didn't have enough time to ask nearly enough questions. If I had to. She's going to try to look into it. She said it might be something we're going to have to end up doing with this stuff. So her influence.
Sure. Un momento. And he reaches his hand out and he places it on. He places his thumb and middle finger on your temples, and you feel like a surge of magic as this energy just kind of enters your mind. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay, we'll skip that. That's a lot to unpack. Okay.
And he told, what the?
Oh, I see. Interesting. Yes. All right. And you feel as if like all your memories were just gone through.
Fucking Rolodexed.
Just like, yeah, like, kind of like a Rolodex. It just like somebody just took their thumb and just thumbed through the entirety of your life.
And now he doesn't know math.
Did you find anything out?
Well, the illness that killed your mother is definitely something reeking with Tanavros' energy.
Anything new?
I'd say when it started affecting her and the amount of magic she used, she had only about 18 years. So it was roughly 10 years before you were born that she was afflicted. And it seems the affliction has been persisting for about 5 years for you now. And given the amount of magic you use, I say you maybe have 5 to 6 years left, maybe.
I suppose that's enough time to set things in order.
Perhaps.
I'm going to take out the amulet, or the whatever it was specifically that Iris grabbed from that vault and hand it to him. It's like, this interrupts divine magic. Do you think it would slow or forestall the curse if I wear it? And
You
another
know?
question: if you wear it, does it sever your connection to Dia? If any of the others were to wear it, would it sever their connections to John or Borealis?
Where did you get that?
Just, I mean, like you hang around with pirates enough, they just kind of find things laying around.
Looks like something that may have been laying around in the vault underneath the church. Perhaps.
I didn't go down there. You were with me the entire time. How can I have possibly stolen this?
He just looks in the direction back to camp.
Iris is tending the fire, accidentally burns herself.
Looks like I might have to have a talk. Well, I suppose.
I mean,
no problem.
we're
now,
keeping this
since you have
conversation
it.
a secret.
I would say
But she's
it
going to get
might-
off scot-free with this one.
It might forestall your curse. It might not. I would suggest trying it out. It can't really hurt. I mean, not much left to lose, I guess.
I'll put it on. All right. Can you feel anything different? Does the curse feel weaker?
He attempts to do the same thing, and he's like, I see nothing.
Oh, your magic comes from Dia, doesn't it?
That specific spell is God influence.
Put it on and see if you can do any of your other god influence spells. I'm curious how this thing works.
I would prefer not taking a chance. I don't want to accidentally completely sever my connection and become useless to all of you.
Ah, fair enough. But it helps at least.
It may seem like it may do what you're intending it to do, and maybe as long as you keep it on, you will not die from the curse. Who knows?
I assume there'll be times where I have to take it.
Perhaps. I suppose if you want to receive messages from Viofa or commune with her.
Alright. Do you know anyone else who knows anything about curses? Anyone in your order? Any contacts? This is all said and done and we're done here in Coriolis.
I'll look into it when we get into Coriol. I'll look around for some of my contacts and see if I can, find out some more information. Seeing as how I'm still not excommunicated from my order, which means I should still have a pretty good relationship with Omen currently. assuming they haven't found that out, which I feel like I would know by now.
She told you that getting into their trap. They want to take us out when we try to take down Grim. You think they suspect you? They're setting a trap for the rest of us?
Perhaps I should go in to town now and maybe figure that out. Maybe a good idea.
By yourself?
Yes, it's less suspicious that way.
If things go sideways, you're on your own.
As I am aware.
I really don't want to have to explain anything to Iris. If you're going in, just don't fuck it up.
I'll do my best.
Okay, I guess
Sassy
you
signal.
want to try to figure anything out while we're here resting. We still have no idea when Bane's going to come to.
Well,
I guess if you get in hot water, just... I suppose you can always teleport yourself here.
yes, I will do just that. If anything goes too terribly. If it only goes a little terrible, I can handle it. But if it goes too terribly, I'll come back here.
Very
Don't
terrible.
take any risks you don't have to. Can't afford to be down a man at the moment.
I mean, I have my wedding in only a few days. I need to come back for that.
Bachelor party.
Or else Iris will never forgive me.
Fair.
Well, I suppose I shall let her know what I'm going to go do. And we'll keep this between us. So he starts walking back with you.
Oh, I have looked at Bane at this point. I just want to...
She's still same condition.
Okay, nothing... As someone who has gotten the mark, like, this is not concerning.
The only concerning part is roll me Arcana.
I'm using luck. Much better. That'd be 16.
The magic is chaotically flowing through her. Like, absolute clusterfuck.
Any way I can help consolidate it?
Not really. It's something her body has to overcome. With you already being able to cast magic, like you and Sigib would be fine with, this new magical power because you've already mastered a form of the chaotic energy that is magic. Bane, however, has never used magic in her life. So, and she's 196? So in 196 years has never once used magic. That's gonna take the body a lot of time to process this new power.
Okay, so I'll look over at Aregion. I'll scratch Athelstan, like as I say this, just to kind of soothe him a little bit. I'll say, she'll be fine. It's just gonna take some time. Magic is difficult, and to someone who hasn't eased themselves into it, it can be a shock. So she'll be okay. We just got to let her rest. Hovering around isn't going to do much, friend.
Shock is an interesting choice of words.
I was also gonna say, excuse you, it'll do something for me.
Are Sebastian right back
Yes.
at this point?
Well,
Again, like any changes?
She'll be fine.
No.
Was she?
no, not anything that I can tell. I mean, you guys would be the first I'd let know.
She's just
You
trying
and
to
Iris.
consolidate the magic in her body. She'll be fine. We just need to let her rest.
You insist. I'll get Athelston's attention.
This reminds me of the time when I first was inducted into the order. The magic started, firing out of more than just my gun. It was just all over the place. It was chaotic.
Firing out of one gesture.
I was heading true to that.
I wasn't there.
Which gun, eh?
Love gun.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
I mean, I
Absolutely
had
not.
magic firing out of my eyes, out of my fingers. It was pandemonium. All the tieflings were mad at me. That's why they looked at me so.
Out your mouth?
Sometimes out of the mouth.
I feel like Aregion will
your
just.
butt.
I feel like Aregion will just kind of have like a, and then just.
Aside from my hands, my mouth seems like it's the other most magical part.
All right, because that's where all the shite comes out of. Yes.
Yeah. According to some
The
lawsuits,
fact
that's
that
not the most magical part of you.
she shocked you is not too much
Shock-
out of the realm of possibility. It's
Shocking.
one might consider it normal.
Why?
Well, a new body acclimating to magic, it's one that's never done magic before. It's you know.
Like a lightning rod?
Again, yes. Poor choice of words.
Oh no, very intentional.
Ah, I see. Then great choice of words.
Thank you.
But yes, it does act similarly to that. So
Like a
But it's best I don't touch her.
that would be a
drug
good
taking-
idea.
Crazy.
Well, again, if you need any help with it, let me know. My magic is innate. I'm born with it. I'm used to it.
Well,
medicine.
Of course,
It's
I-
fundamentally a part
Yeah,
of me. so
I feel like
magic is-
with Iris's suggestion, perhaps we just go ahead and leave her for now. As much as I hate to,
it'd be best to leave
that's
her
what you
back.
think is best.
Make her comfortable.
Captain, us non-magic folk are soon going to be in the
On this
minority.
note, unfortunately, I must be leaving all of you.
Where are you going?
I am going to head into Corial and, you know, talk to some of my contacts.
Oh,
See if I
that
can-
makes sense.
See if I can suss out this trap that you were speaking about.
Right.
I still think we should pretend to walk into it.
Once
Use it to our
I know
advantage.
what the trap is, I will be able to inform you so that you can most easily walk into it.
I mean, it's not
Let's see if
only
it's
that.
backed
I
up.
mean, sure, I'm not a fucking whisperer anymore, but there's still one or two contacts I can use, even if they're not the best. So, whatever you might not find out, I'll try asking the serpent. I know.
The serpent is one I wanted to avoid.
I know. So if you can't find anything out, then I'll go talk to her. She likes me anyways.
May like you less now, though.
Only slightly. I think she hates Omen more.
Well,
Ashen, shall we see you for your stag do? Are we going to get to have a stag do?
well,
Or-
I will see you all in, at most, a few days.
Be careful, Sebastian.
Of course. Always will be.
I'll message
Don't
you
take-
before I go to sleep. Make sure
Don't
you
take any
keep
wooden
me apprised.
nickels.
Of course.
Speaking of
Tyler.
messages, we should probably reach out to the crew.
Okay.
And Sebastian,
We don't want them
gives you
sailing
kiss on
into a
the
trap
cheek.
either.
Well, I must be off. And he just begins running towards Corial.
Why does he always have to run? You could just walk fine.
Do we have another way of reaching out to the crew? Like, does one of them have something like that they can use, or?
Not necessarily,
back
no.
up. Okay, that's what I was like.
Assuming
oh.
if Sebastian wants to get in contact with us, he will.
He will. He's got his ways.
After about 45 more minutes pass, Bane, you wake up.
What's the situation where I am?
You're currently in your tent. And Athelstan is laying next to you.
Okay, I was just about to say, would Athelstan sense this? How close is he? Never mind.
I'm gonna pat him and be like, shh.
Oh, that's our signal.
And I'm gonna start looking at my arm. I'm assuming it's not bandaged because it stopped bleeding.
Yeah, it's not bandaged.
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking at my arm and being like, well, really did it this time. And I'm gonna slowly poke my head out of the tent and see where everyone is.
they are all starting to.
I would say, as I'm
head
sprinting towards it, as I'm sprinting full on towards it.
Fucking anime sprint, like blade hands just coming
Fucking,
at you.
fucking Naruto running my ass towards it.
I will go to the tent with a brisk walk.
What we run?
So Aregion is sprinting. Sigib is briskly walking.
Iris
But we're not
is
very
actually
far,
going
so I
to
assume
stay
there's
at the
nothing.
fire because
I'm
I kind of
strutting.
have an idea of what's going on. I want her to be able to.
Iris is just looking over towards the tent. Cord?
I'm strutting. Thinking about bachelor party.
Bachelor nights on.
How many times a day can I use my... So, like, cantrip is just a
You can
cantrip,
use
right?
whenever.
Yeah, the cantrip you can use whenever.
But the first level spell, how many uses of that per...
You get one.
And just for the record, I need to reset my... Oh, never mind. My charges are good. Okay. I was just about to ask about Lucky. Never mind.
Oh, also, while she's looking, I'm going to cast Healing Hands on myself. That way I don't have any more damage.
Okay.
Yeah, she feels bad about that.
She's not
She's gonna, like...
She doesn't want you to feel bad, she just wants you to know she's okay. That's why she waited to heal herself until you were awake.
Oh, she's so cute.
I just come to a fucking halt before. You okay?
I mean... that was pretty fun. I didn't expect that. I was just going to find Pishon's name and... I guess I have this now.
I mean, it looks pretty
Just
cool.
still kind of
It looks pretty cool for the record.
How does the magic feel?
Tingly.
Feel any
Well, at least you're
different, champ?
acclimating. You woke up.
You what, sorry?
You
At
feel
least
any
you're
different,
acclimating
champ?
since you woke up.
I think yes,
Acclimating.
definitely different.
What happened?
You don't remember?
She not realize?
I mean, I saw a wave hit me.
Yes, and then you took the mark,
You don't know what that mark means?
fell...
Oh no, I
Fell
remember
over,
taking
we-
the mark, but what
Oh, hi,
happened
Mark.
after that?
We had, I mean, we pinned you down while Iris tried to bandage up your arm since it
Oh,
was bleeding
yes.
like a stuck pig, and you zapped the hell out of her.
Just a wee
It
zap.
wasn't that. It was
Just a
I'm
wee zap.
exaggerating.
It's just a little zap.
Kind
Uh,
of remember zapping her, but
Then after we left, you were just unconscious here for, I don't know, maybe an hour at this point total.
oh. Thank you all for looking after me, I suppose. Sorry if I worried anyone.
I mean, of course, and you did, but it's okay.
Athelstan comes up and he licks your face.
Athelstan kept watch.
That was lovely, thank you, boy.
It's okay, champ.
I guess I'll
Suppose
just kind of grab
you can call me champ
give,
too.
Give her a little bit of space.
I was talking to you. Not the dog.
Ah.
It's okay,
Um,
you're a champ too, buddy. As I scratch her Region's chin.
Aregion.
Suppose...
Okay, back the fuck off.
what?
No, as I scratch Atlas's chin clearly.
Okay, thank you.
Suppose we'll find out what I can do when I do it.
Well, I mean, we saw that you can shoot lightning out of your hands.
That's a start.
That's pretty sick.
Man, I
Did
don't want.
we-
I do not want
I
to be
guess
the
what I
captain
have
right
like
now.
known or discerned that like, or I guess Iris going through, we know that it basically kind of gives her access to two different things.
Iris would know that it granted a couple magical abilities. So that was one of the magical abilities. The second one is here so far unknown.
Unlimited power.
I'm just sitting by the fire. I'm letting everyone get it out.
So, how's everyone else? We came back from Keyshawn's realm?
Oh yeah, I went to the
Do we
fucking
have-
moon.
I'm sorry, you went to the moon?
What? What is a moon?
Yeah, I feel like that's also the first I'm hearing of it, so I'm like, what the fuck? You went where?
Oh, didn't he was there when
You
I
were
when I
there,
explained
yeah.
it.
Did I hear you say I went to the moon?
Yeah, you commented
Yes, you
on
did.
it.
Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
We have a moon?
And poor Aregion's been so distracted.
It's like,
I
it
was gonna
turns out
say,
my-
excuse me for being through some shit, people.
Wait, he went to
Turns
the
out,
went to the moon
turns
during
out-
daytime?
turns out my mother's focus belonged to. I don't know if belongs is necessarily the right word, but belonged to Viofa. And I guess crossing into one of the divine planes started to act like it did at that eclipse, but way worse. And then I tipped over. None of these people thought it would be important to catch me, so I whacked my head really hard. And the whole thing could have been a hallucination. Now that I think about it.
Oh,
That's
now
what
that-
you're hung up on.
Now that part I remember.
Pain's
not-
gonna like feel the back of her head and be like, I don't seem to.
We caught you.
Feel
You're
so-
fine.
Oh,
You smug
thanks.
bastard.
I
But
fucking
she.
You're
tried,
welcome.
Gunny.
You're welcome.
She told me that when we saw that eclipse and what happened in Mythos, one of her followers basically called her down, and she was able to intervene and stop Sanix from manifesting. They also prevented Genesis from appearing and managed to seal him, at least temporarily or partially. So I guess he's probably weaker at the moment, but seems like
So
her
what you're
follower paid a
saying-
pretty heavy price. He was able to seal him at the expense of his powers. And she told me that basically our best course of action for the time being to weaken him further would be to go after his followers and his adherents. If we can take them out, his power will start dwindling. Maybe bring him down to striking range, or we can do something about it.
That is what Keyshawn has asked me to do. To hunt down Genesis followers and bring them down. I was just asking Keyshawn about this medallion that I was given by the captain. I feel we could probably use it to help us find them.
Well, we know where to start at least. Grim. These Omen Fox.
So what did the captain have to say about Grim and Omen and Corellis? Corel?
Oh, that we're kind of walking into a trap. That Omen wants to use the confusion of our fight with Grim as a chance to take us out, because I guess they think we have become too much of a problem. So we were thinking we walk into the trap, and then, but I mean, clearly it would be a feint. We would use, their expectations to our advantage.
In a dummy ship.
I mean... Why don't we...
Could we Trojan horse it?
If they're thinking that we're going to show up in the port and attack Grim, we could always make that happen with others and actually attack somewhere else. They said
You
that...
have some others who were lined up and crazy enough to go after Grim.
I mean, Mercs, you pay them enough, they'll do just about anything, and we don't necessarily have to tell them that it's Grim.
I'm
It
pretty sure
could
his
be
ship
just
is
enough of
going
a
to be
distraction.
pretty recognizable.
Either way, Omen has Genesis's whatever you want to call it, and
If-
I'm pretty sure we could find a way in. I mean, I drew that map for
Oh, definitely. And
Lionheart
if we could,
and Iris.
if we could get into their archives, that would be invaluable.
I've still got the map.
Sebastian is going to try to figure out what he can. If we can, I don't know if we can still send the courage to make it look like we're committed to the fight. Just have them run. That might buy us the time we need to strike. We'll have to wait until Sebastian comes out.
Could we build a dummy ship?
Not in time.
Wouldn't necessarily have to build a dummy ship, but we could have our ship sail and draw them away. We could even have Sebastian in the towers and fire on them while we're going into Omen. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's underwater passages. We wouldn't necessarily have to be out in the open. No one would even have to see us.
Are we fully aware of how exactly Omen is controlling Grim and bringing him back at this point now?
They're not
for the third
working
time?
together, I don't think.
If they're using...
Not directly, I don't believe.
Oh god, do we know if whoever's controlling Grim...
We know that he has a phylactery on his ship, which is what our original plan was. Although I know we want to destroy it, I know we want to take Grim out, I think that it would be easier if we had that part of Genesis to destroy the phylactery, or even the ship.
Could be.
Again, a wild theory here.
Mhm.
If now Omen wants to use our battle with Grim to take us all out. Am I right so far? Just so I'm recapping. Does it stand to reason? And this is going to be a wild idea coming from me. Could we take control of Grim?
Doubt it.
I wouldn't say.
Seems like he's probably too powerful, and even if Genesis is
I mean,
weak at this point, it seems like he would not give up.
I'm thinking
He
because
would not surrender a piece that easily.
because Grim is being resurrected so easily that Grim is not Grim anymore. That he's just a shell of Grim, and therefore probably more susceptible to control. It's a long shot idea, but if it's the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yes, except Omen seems to think that way of us, and so may actually end up trying to befriend Grim. At least a temporary truce, which is why I think we should take advantage, pit them against each other, whilst we're not even there.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Pit them against each other.
Sneak in, get the part of Genesis that can destroy things, and use that to take out Grim at a later date.
Well, Trojan horse.
The old bait and switch.
Arcadia has not had a lot of history with liches. Liches are somewhat of a new thing.
I would know a bit about how a lich functions, I assume.
It's not something that can easily be controlled. You'd have to essentially have the lich by the balls.
Well, I could just
have
from like
control of
the phylactery will basically bind his soul to this realm, and he comes back as Grim, effectively. Think of whatever body we have to destroy as a vessel, and so long as that phylactery is intact, his soul is bound to this world.
For what Cord is suggesting, Grim would have had to have died hundreds of times before he comes back as just like a shell. And even then, he'd still be grim in that sense. It would take thousands of years and thousands of deaths in order to make him what you were thinking that he is. And
So, like,
to
whittle
your
him down.
knowledge, he's only died twice.
You and I think that's too many times. So
I mean, for a normal
for anybody, yeah.
for a normal mortal, that is too many times. It's one too many, to be perfectly precise.
Is there a way to hide the phylactery and change it so that?
No.
No. Okay.
The only
Okay.
way.
We need to destroy the phylactery.
Yeah,
and then
it
once
has
we
to-
do,
well-
the next time we kill him, it'll be for good.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. If there was a way we could change it without Omen knowing, pit Grim and Omen against each other, have Omen take Grim out.
Without getting our hands on that phylactery, none of that is possible.
I was gonna say,
Which
and
is-
plus it's hard to know what that would require. So
Think of
Which-
like in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, once they had Davy Jones'
his
heart,
heart. That's exactly what I was
it
thinking.
was,
of,
able,
like,
Yeah.
it was a bargaining chip to where they essentially had him by the balls.
Yeah,
If
that
you
was
if you had
that was my
some
thinking.
way, maybe, of, bargaining with the phylactery, you might have an option to do that.
okay.
That's
All right.
assuming Grim just doesn't-
I was
I'm
gonna
just-
try
say,
to kill you for it.
I was just
I-
about to say, getting him to help us by giving him it back, but then who's to say he wouldn't just fucking cut our throats like first chance? So
And there's also the issue of getting on the ship and finding it.
yeah,
Sure,
it's not a risk I'm willing to take at this
A
point.
ship
Personally,
that is infested with a undead crew.
Well, I have a jar of dirt just in case.
Good to know. Make sure you add that to your inventory.
whatever's
Well,
left of him, I promise
No,
you can
I'm sorry,
piss
that's
on
my
the
kitty.
ashes.
That's my kitty litter.
Jar of kitty litter.
Portable.
I'm sorry. I'm not magical like all of you.
I mean, I guess I'm magical now.
At least to an extent. The
Bane,
hell even
magical
even I
girl
got spells.
transformation.
You what?
I said Bane, magical girl transformation.
Yeah.
Prism power activates!
What a boss!
Sailor Uranus.
Iris, do you still have the map of Omen's headquarters?
I do.
I feel like that's our next course of action, is to go over that and see the best weak points that we could possibly infiltrate them to get this part of Genesis.
I do. I took it off Sebastian before we left, so I do have it here, and I'll pull it out of my pocket. I have the original too, the one that the captain wrote on, and I'll pull that out of my other pocket. I kept them. I kept the original.
I'm
So,
sorry, I was going there too, Scooter.
Looking at the one that Bane had marked all over, you can see there are a couple access points through ventilation within the city of Coriel, and then there also is a couple underwater passages that filter in water to a kind of like hydro machinery that creates the power that runs the facility, and that runs in from the port.
So, if we got into the water section, stopped the machinery, that would effectively
Cut out
take
their
them
power.
out. Yeah, take them out from being able to do certain things.
You know, in the dark, my Whisper's robes look a lot like Omen robes.
Dark, I can't see.
You came up with this map yourself, right? Like you like personally like drew all this out, or
Bane did. She
I don't see them being the people to like just be handing this shit out. Oh, here you go, here you go.
Bane wrote this
Oh,
map
yeah, no,
based off
I
of what
wrote
the
this
captain had.
Okay, just making sure.
In the dark, I'd be young and smelly, but in the dark, I'm just smelly.
Can anyone else swim underwater for long, extended periods of time? That's fair, Cord.
Wait, was there something about my like swimming speed with my walking speed as well, or is that Bane I'm thinking of? Or
Bane
she's quicker.
Has
okay.
a quicker swimming speed.
Just
because
making
she's
sure.
a sea elf.
Just making sure.
Everybody else's
Not
swimming
me.
speed, I believe, is like a third of their walking speed. Or
Damn.
Some captain.
Well, to be
can
fair,
give
then I'd still be at least somewhat quicker than the usual.
I can give
Or at
all of us
least everyone
24
else.
hours.
Okay.
What, sorry, Sigib?
I can give all of us 24 hours of breathing time.
I could polymorph into a fish.
I mean,
My thoughts are we split up temporarily. Some of us go in, take out the power. Don't give me that look, I know about splitting up the party.
Oh my Moshinderu.
Whilst the others wait by a vent close by. Once the power's out, you should be able to get through the vents and into the areas that we need to get. And we could easily meet up within a very short time of entering the building.
And easily all live through this, right?
Project Death
This is
Star.
supposed
Nice.
to be a trap.
Right.
Right?
Breaking apart like that and dividing your strength is probably.
Well,
I don't think it's.
Well,
the trap is on
here's
the
my
ship.
other thought. I have these bombs. I can swim fast. I swim in, I plant the bomb, I swim back out, it go boom, we all enter.
That would be-
trap-
And how good is your stealth and all that? That's what I was gonna ask. Like, how good are you?
Well-
Stealth?
My stealth?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm very good.
You're very good. I was gonna
And-
say about sending you and Cord in, but then again splitting
Yeah.
up, but then like I don't want you to go alone either, but then it's like
But
splitting us up.
I'm
I don't know.
myself is plus 11.
How far from the entrance is that?
Good question.
The equipment.
Oh, the hydro machinery is down near the bottom.
Why can't
feel
we
like
all
if
just?
they're going to
Why
hide
can't we all just
anything
go in
important-
through the water?
I mean, Sigib does have water breathing. Everybody could feasibly go in through the water.
If y'all want to take that risk, I'm happy to.
If it'd be the better approach, sure.
I feel like we should make a distraction up above and then go below.
That would be the fight.
As above, so below.
The fight with Grim is
yeah,
where
I
they're
feel like-
expecting to go after us, though.
That's what I'm thinking, is we use that as a distraction so that when we get in,
Oh, I see.
there is going to be less of them.
Right.
Omen doesn't keep every single agent there. They're usually out and about, and especially if they're about to have a fight outside.
Right. Oh, actually, Bane, now that I'm talking to you about Omen, something's come up. How do they make their voices all the same?
Oh. Yeah, that's a higher up thing.
Oh.
I was never really clued in on that, but it is,
So you only make your voice the same when you're higher up?
as far as I know, it's either a spell or an amulet that they get given.
I see.
But even then, I don't know the exacts. I was more errand and archive duty.
That's alright. I was just curious. I was trying to figure it out.
That's my best guess.
It's good to know that you have to be higher rank before you can get that.
Yeah,
Because the people
yeah,
who've been pulling
no.
my puppet strings have been higher up.
I'm noticing something here. I'm wondering if it applies. Second story work.
That allows you to climb.
Climb. It wouldn't if I say no, so it can't equate to swimming.
No.
Okay.
Good question.
Or if I'm like a dolphin, just like jumping in and out.
I mean, still, again, good
Aren't
question.
there dolphins around the port?
Not that close, no. It's too... I mean, it is a deep water port, but they tend to not go near ships.
Too much activity.
I mean,
They stay out towards more of the open ocean.
Mm.
I think you've come up with a
my
good plan.
darkness is enhanced, so
I'm going through
I can
below.
I can do Iris's thing with the robes. That's...
Going
Would
into
there
the
be
below
any
while
kind
there's
of sea
distraction
life
above is
in the
good.
port?
What was that?
There would be some sea life. Maybe tortoises, and
sea turtles.
other and other smaller fish. Maybe
It's
some
like-
tuna.
Because we can both talk to him, right?
Mm.
So
But what?
Well, I mean, if we pay off some mercs to go in our stead to where Omen and Grim think we're going to be, and we enter Omen headquarters underwater, I mean, they don't really expect people to go underwater. That's not really a normal thing.
I like it.
I just think we would be hard pressed to find any mercenaries in Port Coriol that we can trust. Actually show up and not just take the money and run when they realize we're asking them to go after Grim.
plus, for all we know, they
Suicide
could have already
mission.
been approached by them. So
Can you
And who's to say
hypnotize
we're not just
people
handing
into-
money over to an owner?
Can you hypnotize people into volunteering to take our stead? To spring this trap?
Hmm. No, not really. Maybe we could ask Sebastian for help?
I could do it for one person, but only one. It's one of.
If Sebastian got some tieflings to show up some of
Crazy.
those paladins.
Crazy idea.
Mm.
I'm gonna look at Iris.
Oh, okay.
Your father's projection.
What about it? You won't see
Green
it?
Eye showing
Oh.
up in Coriol will demand a response.
Right.
You want us to Scooby Doo it?
Right, and what are your suggestion? What's your suggestion?
I mean, we don't know how his projection works, but if you ask him, do you think he could, I don't know, manifest himself?
Madal is telling me that it's hard for him to do that. The only reason he's going to be showing up in 3 days is because of the wedding.
And he also mentioned it wasn't him who was doing it. It was one of his crew members.
Well, there was someone
Oh.
doing it.
Hey,
even I didn't remember that. Okay.
Bluebeard, he said specifically, was the one who was doing it.
Okay.
then
If you were to show up and issue some kind of challenge to Grim, that would start a fight.
I can make myself look like Madal. I've lived with him. I know what he
Still
looks
don't.
like. I know what he sounds like.
Ghost Green Eye is very effective.
I would
But
not
then
like
we run
to
into the same issue
split
of
us up.
you not being with us.
I can
To
go
dimension
into the
door
HQ.
out if it gets dangerous.
The only
Could-
problem with that is that you haven't been that far down. You'd have to kind of know where you're going, or else you
Well-
could teleport into a wall.
Out of the situation, I mean.
Oh,
Not
fair.
necessarily
Oh, God.
in Omen.
but could we request Bluebeard's help from your father?
I mean,
I mean, when Green Eye gives the command to his crew, they don't question it.
perhaps.
If Green Eye is willing to
Could-
do
I mean,
it, he'll do
Could
it.
could Bluebeard theoretically project all of us?
I'm not sure.
I
imagine
feel
definitely
like
not if we're not with him.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say. I feel like you would have to be there in his presence.
So
Shall
close.
I? I'm holding up. Shall I?
Well, I mean, even if he doesn't agree to that, if he's got any ideas,
By all means.
At least even one person to make somebody think.
Hey, Da. Lots of requests lately. It's because I'm your favorite. Bluebeard's trick. Is there any way he could use it to help us out? What was that, 15? Yeah, or that was 25.
We didn't hear that last bit.
Oh.
Did you actually say it, or were you just?
Out a little bit.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure you actually said it.
I said, is there any way you can use it? Bluebeard could use it to help us out.
Well, it would depend on what you're asking. He can only project those in his presence. Do you need anything before or after the wedding?
I cast it again. Yeah, actually, if you're able. We're trying to kind of fuck over Omen because they suck. Would you mind making a guest appearance, please?
You hear back,
I actually laugh. I look at you. He made the sound.
He said the thing.
I suppose it could be done.
And could Bluebeard come? Would Bluebeard?
It
We're doing this day of the wedding, aren't we?
would be very taxing on my crewmate. However, if it's to fuck over Omen, then I'm in.
Dad's willing to help. Because it's to fuck over Omen.
So,
Yes, screw Omen.
So we need to plan this carefully then before I respond. He'll need to know probably how long and when he needs to be. When do we want him? And for how long?
I suppose we need to wait for Smash to come
I suppose so. We'll probably end up resting here tonight anyway, yeah?
back. Probably.
Alright, well, I'll tell Da that we'll get back to him tomorrow about it. Do it again.
wedding.
That would be great, Da.
Oh, also ask if he knows anyone in Coriel who could help us.
We'll get back to you tomorrow about when we need help. Got any contacts we may be able to reach to?
I'm sure you know of the one that I would choose, but she is a bit temperamental and might probably kill ya as soon as look at ya. But maybe.
My dad recommends the serpent, even though she's,
What does the serpent do?
Yeah, do we know of the serpent?
The serpent's
what's
an
that about?
information broker. She spends her time in Coriel. Been in the underbelly for so long, I don't think she's seen the light of day in years. She runs a crime ring or two. She partners with a lot of people. And her, what do you want to call them? Loyalties. They kind of sway, depending on who's in power, what's going on, who's doing what. She has a particular dislike for Omen, but that's only because they fucked her over on a deal. So that could be repaired at some point, and I'm not sure if that ever happened. But assuming that Omen hasn't helped her back with her deal, then we could use that to our advantage. she likes me because I don't like Omen. And she's worked with the Whisperers before. But even though I say she likes me, that only means that she'd be willing to maim me as opposed to kill me. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I could lose a finger for some information, I guess. She's feeling generous. Or if we give her some, if we give her some prime information, you know, something that would keep her from wanting to hurt us, then that might keep her spirits high.
I mean, I haven't seen her in a while, and I wouldn't mind visiting her.
Does she like you?
I wouldn't use like when it comes to her, but I know she doesn't hate me.
How is she judging people she's never met before?
How do you know the serpent?
Good question.
Wait
May
a second.
have been a little bit of a double agent.
Is she the one that got you out of Omen? Good to know. Good to know. Trifling with bitches, I see.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of a bad habit I have.
Oh. Well, if she can get us in, she can get us in. I don't want to have to use her, so we'll have to see what Sebastian comes back with. But she's a good last resort, I think.
I feel like if we asked her to help cause the distractions, she'd love to spread chaos.
Oh, that's true.
Because we can easily get in the underwater
Oh, that's true.
passages.
But what does she want in return?
If you want, you can have my tail.
Don't.
Not your bushy tail.
No.
Non-negotiable.
I never really know with her what she wants. I mean, I'm still paying off my debt.
Right.
But, I mean, it does sweeten the pot that I'll still be alive to continue paying off the debt, and she gets to fuck with Omen.
That's true.
So...
And if we need to pay her, my ma gave me money. So I could probably put in a pretty good down payment.
I mean, we could chuck in some horses. I'm
500, 500 gold, right?
500, yeah. She gave me quite a
You
bit.
still got the cookies?
Oh, right. And I'll pull out the thing. I'll pull out the cookies.
Snatch
Start
one
giving
real quick.
everyone cookies.
Snatch one real quick.
You don't
Maybe
have
a
to
couple.
snatch them. I'll smack your hand. Wait until they're open.
Can I pull my hand back into? Am I quick enough?
Nope.
In the back.
Dexterity say it?
All
Yeah,
right.
check.
Here you go. Ay, ay, ay.
Why do I have a feeling gold will not be satisfactory enough?
Well, it probably won't be, but 500 gold is enough to make anyone look twice.
And
Sure.
again, she's crazy. If she decided that chaos was enough of a reason to get me out of Omen, I'm sure she's going to decide that chaos is enough to fuck with them.
I mean, way better to chance it on this than mercenaries. If even
Absolutely.
less of a chance.
She's the evil we know, as opposed to the
But-
evil we don't.
I will say one thing. Don't let her know that we're going after something for Genesis. Only mention that we are going for the archives,
Absolutely.
that we need information.
100%.
She's crazy, and I don't trust her with anything more than just knowing that we want knowledge. Hell, she might want knowledge from them as well. We could grab something for her while we're in there.
Can we use this to wipe your debt?
Oh, she's not gonna do that.
I don't think I'll wipe my debt for a while. Speaking of, I'm gonna have to get this covered
But really long
when we see her.
Here, hold on. I'll actually, I just fucking strip. I turn around, but I strip. Everyone can see my mark. I take off my, cute, long sleeve, high collar shirt, and I, throw it over to you. I put the white one in my bag, and I'll take it out, and I'll put it back on. You need it more than I do. I'll just pull the sleeves up a little bit more on this one.
I'll put it on and kind of shove it underneath my chainmail so that I've got the sleeves coming out and the high collar coming out.
Yellow's a nice color on you.
Thank you.
Indeed.
But, I think we've got a good plan. Rest for the night, wait for Sebastian. Make some food.
You have any
Have
juice
some
left over to
food.
reach the crew?
No,
Do you...
I used all of them on Da.
Well, they know not to move in until we reach out.
Well, I mean,
Hopefully
I
they don't get
potentially
themselves
could use one more if it. Can I
How
cast
far
it?
out are we from
Yeah.
the city again? Sorry, Nova.
You guys are about a couple miles.
I could.
So we could easily ride in and ride out before nightfall.
Yeah.
I've technically got one more left. I won't be able to do any big boy healing or any teleporting until tomorrow after we rest, but I could use one more sending.
How about we save the sending? You and I, maybe one other, we don't want to cause too much attention,
Cord.
goes in and delivers a message to get to the serpent so that she can come meet us.
Absolutely.
And then we come back and then you send the message to the crew.
Alright. Absolutely.
Just in case we need to use the sending to get ourselves out of hot water.
Alright. Sounds good to me.
Any volunteers to go in?
The Cord would be the best. He's also
Definitely,
Yep.
Yep.
definitely would prefer
Dark
Cord to.
my
Should we wait
Did
for
you-
you on the edge of town?
help this go more a lot smoothly.
I think it'd be better
Instead
for
of
the
them
boys to
hoping.
wait here, aside from Cord. Cord can
Should we
the
wait
boys
for you on the edge of town?
I think that would be best.
And we could-
Just
Alright, we'll
stay
keep
in
an
the
eye on
tree
horses,
line
I suppose.
and out of sight.
Mhm. Re-
As long as
Possibly
we're not
ready
seeing
to make a
us.
getaway on the off chance.
I mean, that definitely works for me being like the tree line and all that, because I have, what the hell's that feature called? Is it a feature? Mask of the Wild. Yes.
It's a bug. It's a bug.
If we're gonna go, we should go
No,
now.
Bug's a different character.
We're gonna what, sorry?
If we're gonna go, we should go now.
Yes.
We're losing daylight already.
Yes.
Agreed.
We'll definitely be back before nightfall, but yeah, we should take the opportunity while we can.
Right.
Alright.
Where do you think we should go? Which inn should we leave the message for her?
Oh, she likes a lot of the higher end ones. Expensive taste. I don't know. Probably the silken thread. That sounds like a good one that she'd probably hang out at. I don't know. Maybe in the nobles' quarters, she might have. There might be a new one that opened up. I'm not sure. You know how they change out all the freaking time. But I know that the
Whichever one's
silken
gonna be
cords-
the safest.
the silken cord is right in
The
between.
silken thread.
Silken thread, sorry.
Oh.
The silken thread is it's in between the nobles and the middle class, so it's a pretty good bouncing off point.
I say we go there and work our way out. I'm pretty sure I know a few of the bartenders. I've, again, got a problem of getting myself into trouble. And
I've
by
played
trouble,
in
I mean I'm
Coriel.
great at drinking games.
I've
But-
played in Coriel, but I've only played in the lower bars, so unless I pretend to be the entertainment for the night, I'm not going to be helpful.
Fair.
Although, I could do it. I can get everyone drinking. I have a song for it.
We do only need to leave a message for her, but it might be useful if we need a distraction to talk.
Absolutely.
Cord, you're quite good
Yes.
with your stealth, yes?
Yes, I am. And sleight of hand.
I'm thinking keep to the shadows in case we need a surprise attack.
Stick to the shadows in case of sneak attack.
I don't know how this is going to go down. The last time I was here, I was, well,
I can,
still under omen.
I can disguise you, like I did in Umbra. I'll have to disguise myself anyway.
Sadly, I think revealing myself will work much better. People knew me as Blue Jay, and I suddenly disappeared.
I know.
I feel like they'll see the familiar face and be more willing to help out.
Do
Not
you
all
need
of my
that-
contacts are Omen.
Alright.
Need all that attention just to leave a message?
For the Serpent, probably. To hear that Blue Jay's back in town, I think that would draw her attention enough. Anything less, and I feel like she'd just ignore it.
Fair. That sounds like how she reacts.
The other issue is that Owen will then know that we're here.
Yeah.
You're back.
They already do.
They already
They don't know
we're gonna
precisely when we're going.
Yeah.
They just know we're coming, and they've set their trap.
He's got a good point.
We can try the disguise, and if it doesn't work, and we can't draw her out, then we can get everyone drunk, and then you can reveal yourself. Then we can get some plausible deniability. People are drunk. Did they really see Blue Jay?
That's actually a much better idea.
Could my deception went?
And we can have Quart be the one who's like, no, that's not Blue Jay. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So it's in.
Blue Jay was a portly man. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Oh, they know Blue Jay wasn't a portly man, but
He was a. Have you ever heard of Danny DeVito?
I think we should.
alrighty. Well,
Blue Jay.
I say let's get to it.
Alright.
Right.
I'm gonna take a moment, like, while everything's getting ready and, like, everything's getting packed up. I am going to, I don't know, with my disguise kit, I'm gonna take some, like, hair chalk, and I'm gonna make myself blonde. And I'm going to take some, like, cream and make my skin look a bit lighter, and I'm going to wear the Whispers mask.
All right, go ahead and give me a performance check.
Huh. 18.
It's a pretty good disguise.
Oh, and I'll take the coins out of my hair and, like, let my hair be long. Like, I'm gonna have it out of the braid.
Okay.
And how are you gonna change Bane?
I will use some other hair chalk, and I will give you, like, hair like Aregion's. I will give you white hair, like, some cream and some hair chalk, and give your hair a white. I'll put a bunch of braids in it, so it looks like dreads as opposed to like regular hair. And I will make your skin, like, with a little bit of, like, mica and whatnot. I will, like, almost like foundation, put some stuff on you to cancel out your blue and make you look more like ruddy. Like, I'm essentially making you female Aregion.
One of those.
Hell yeah.
One of those dirty looking. What else?
And yet you'll still be more manly than
All
regular.
right, performance check on that.
Oh, slightly better by literally 19.
Looks pretty good.
Whoa, we have two captains?
Gotta say, you're looking pretty good, Captain.
Do you like
You
my
say-
inspiration, Ergen?
Same captain.
Can we keep the new one?
Hey, there you go.
Finds himself like oddly
Can we keep the new one?
finds himself like oddly blushing.
They end up doing like the whole like mirror like.
Yeah,
So as you all pack up camp and begin to ride into Coriol, as you get closer, many thoughts fill your head. Will this plan work? Will the serpent actually help you out? What will become of this this fight between Grim and yourselves? Will you win? Will you lose?
Tune in next time.
Will there be a
Dragon
will
Ball
there be a
Dragon
buffet?
Ball Z!
And that's where we're gonna
Where-
end tonight's session.
I would say, will there be a buffet at the wedding?
We'll think about it.
Thank you all so much for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you. it's coming to a head. We're going in after this. It's the final 2 episodes.
Towards time to shine.
What's gonna happen? I don't know. This infiltration of Omen definitely was not on my to-do list. So definitely leave it to your players to do something that you don't expect. And I'm all for it. So now I've got to work extra hard and do a lot more maps. So
Sorry.
you're fine.
Now we got
to sneak around.
And now we got a female Aregion because one wasn't enough. So,
Captain, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm like dummy thick.
Jesus, alerted the guard.
Keeps alerting the Omen.
I mean, look.
Worst
Bane
case
is
scenario, I
very
can
thick for
twin
now.
Bane
polymorph some
is
of us
dummy
into some
thick.
rats. Just
Yeah.
canonically.
I mean, it stands to reason that nobody knows who I am.
Well,
In this.
considering you don't have the black mark anymore,
Yes.
I was gonna say because
you
they
can
would be
do-
looking.
you can do a lot more now. that
Known
you
description would
couldn't
be black
Ooh.
mark
do
included,
before.
right? They would have his description with
You
having
can
the black
actually,
mark.
You can
so-
actually use your deception without
Deception.
disadvantage.
And my acrobatics.
I mean, that has nothing to do with your mark, but sure. Yes.
I get it's +8. It's a high number.
But until then, we'll see you guys next time. And there are 20 sides to every story. Come and be a part of ours. Thank you. Good night. We love you. Stay safe. And until next time on the high seas.